Here comes
what about
Jordan.
Jordan? You didn't put on Samurai Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Samurai Jack. It's a great topic right there.
Right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Creature Talk is brought to you by Loot Crate. Would you classify yourself as a gamer, geek, or pop culture nerd? Then this is the subscription box for you. For less than $20 a month, you can get 68 items of gamer and pop culture licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/creature and enter code CREATURE to save $3 on any new subscription. Not that long ago, and depending on where you live, not so far away, Loot Crate blasted off into a voyage across the galaxy. Searching the far reaches of space to find universally awesome gear. Using December's Star Wars The Force Awakens, not Unwakens, loot as the launch pad, we landed on some equally cosmic items from Halo 5 and more. With an exclusive Funko Pop. You know those little, I have about 15 billion of them that fans
Yeah, I think by now everybody knows what Funko Pop is.
And an exclusive shirt in this month's crate. That is the loot you are looking for. Remember, you only have until the 19th at 9 a.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/creature. Enter code CREATURE to save $3 on any new subscription today. Loot Crate, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, fantastic, Jordan.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What's today?
Today is the 5th.
That's right.
The 5th of December.
You got it.
1965.
Already December.
1965.
Yeah, the other day on the 1st, I thought it was 2016 because I'm an idiot. So I thought the new year happened for some stupid reason. I was like, oh, it's 2016.
What happened to like?
Because I for some reason skipped over Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
And just went to 2016. It was weird.
I have a hard time going to the next year when it's already the new year. Like I can't. I'll still
You
be putting.
like write the wrong date.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do that.
And
wrong.
then by the
preemptively
time I
doing
get
that.
used to 2015, it
It's
switches
20,
again, and then it keeps on going in a terrible cycle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a great
I don't
time.
want to write 2016. It's kind of close to
either.
2015.
But how often do you
anyway.
write it? Like we're not in
The way I write a 5 and the way I write a 6 is kind of similar anyway.
We're not.
He's
in,
asking where you write
like,
it.
where do you write it? Because when you're in school, you
On
do
your
it all the
paper
time.
writes
but
it.
now,
Well, Joe,
fat
when you
checks.
get older and you start growing up and doing big boy things, then you kind of gotta do that. You
He's got
gotta
to
sign, you gotta
write
put your
some
date.
fat checks all the time. So he's
oh yeah,
got
if
to
you write a
date
check,
those checks.
yeah. I never wrote a check in my life.
Well, what?
No, I have.
You would have had to have done it in school at least, because I remember.
No.
You guys,
remember
did you guys
learning-
ever
I
do that?
remember
never
learning
taught us
how-
check writing?
They
kidding
always
me?
told
Are you
me how to
kidding
do
me?
it in cursive. I've never written a check
There
in
was
cursive.
no way they would teach us in our school. How to write a check. Like, there's no way. Maybe
Just
maybe had
none of you guys are going anywhere. You don't need to know
They're
that.
like, nobody's got any money here, so you guys don't need to fucking cash checks. Get the fuck out of here.
maybe they would teach you
Now
how to
writing
steal
phony
the check,
checks, that's
James.
one thing.
A what?
Maybe they'd teach you how to steal the check.
You
That's
said so you
fucked up.
write counterfeit checks.
They'd teach you how to write a counterfeit check.
It's also true, but probably.
Oh man,
I would not doubt it.
It's our first Creech Talk in December. It's I'm not gonna have any problem remembering any of these days because December's the days I remember the days of every day
Day,
What?
What?
Daily,
because my
daily
daily things.
dozen.
I'll always remember each and every day.
this daily dozen thing.
Did you get a knife yet?
No.
You're gonna,
Don't
you're
even
gonna,
talk to
You're
me
gonna
about
remember
it.
the day you have to get a Gaben
So
tattoo.
you only have 25 days left, and then you're gonna get a Gaben tattoo.
Yeah.
Explain the scenario for people who don't know what the hell we're talking about for the
Well,
Gaben tattoo thing.
So I'm doing my December Daily Dozen again this year, and I looked up statistics with how many cases I'm opening for the month. Statistically, I should be getting 3 knives. Statistically.
Wow.
So if I don't get that, then I was going to get a gaping tattoo.
Well, for a long time, you were like a statistical anomaly.
Yeah.
With
so
the,
how can it
before.
happen again, right?
Yeah, but he's gotten like fucking 8 knives.
Yeah, I know,
Right
you've got
now,
a bit of everything.
So it's like,
At this point.
what the fuck?
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That should be interesting. But yeah, good old December. Closing in on the holiday season where it's just going to be just a mess of all sorts of crazy stuff happening for the next few weeks. So should be a lot of fun. Should be a darn sure lot of fun.
Be very busy.
Yep.
A lot of work.
Gaben's getting a lot of money from you too.
Yes, I know that. He's already got he's already
into his
gotten a
wallet.
lot of money.
It's going right into Gaben's Steam wallet.
Fuck's sake.
Gaben.
Jesus.
Gaben.
What are these topics here?
There's some topics.
Oh, we got a list of topics.
I see that.
Yep.
I see
It's been a
Got a
big
list of
week in
topics.
the gaming scene.
So
Did you try out your stuff yet? Did you try out your Steam Link and all that?
I haven't yet. I just
Wow,
got
you
all
fucking-
everything
what the
downloaded.
fuck are you
I was
doing?
testing out the Steam controller a little bit. That was
Stop
kind of
chesting that out.
I didn't chest it out quite enough.
God damn it.
But I'll give that a nice test hopefully in the next few days if I get a chance to hook it all up.
I'm just gonna buy my own. He's taking too
What
long.
is it? A new controller?
Steam Link thing that makes it so that way you can like broadcast your computer to your TV. Kind of makes
Ah,
Steam into
that'd be
like
pretty
a
cool.
lounge,
Yeah.
like kind of system. Yeah.
Yeah, it's this little piece of hardware. It's like $50 and it's.
I didn't know you could hardwire it. Is it
Yeah,
like
no,
once I
that's-
found out you can hardwire
that's
it, then I was like,
like-
okay, then it probably will be
Yeah,
better.
no, because when you had talked
streaming
about
it-
the Shield or whatever
When you talked about
the
it.
mobile thing, that goes
you don't know how to
for
fucking
wireless.
talk today.
I can't talk.
I just
can
woke
never
up 20
talk.
minutes ago and I can talk better than him. I don't
Oh,
know
no
what
wonder
the
you
fuck
Socked.
So
Chest.
late.
Chested.
Chest.
The fuck is he talking about?
I'll sock you in your chest.
Fuck.
Luckily, my apartment has a hardwire system through it of Cat 5, so I'm able to plug directly into my router. So I
Is your
can,
stuff not right next to each other?
No, it's across the way.
Oh.
It's
Mine's
a good
right
ways
next to
away.
each
Does
other.
this
so
does
that'd
this
be
like
easy.
supersede the Steam machine then, or the Steam box?
It's the same
I mean,
thing.
it's pretty much like the Steam box is a little rig, pretty much a little computer
Yeah.
in a little box. So it's an upgrade from a console where it has a little better hardware. But
this thing-
that's right. This thing is a
You're
little
using
piece
your
of
computer.
equipment.
You're using your
$50,
Yeah.
and it streams whatever's on your computer over to your TV.
It's for the people that like wanted to like they build a rig just for like they
Yeah.
build a rig essentially to become a fucking
Can't
Steam
you
box.
can't
yeah.
you just plug a HDMI from your computer into your TV?
You can, and you can use like big picture mode, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like if you,
It like downgrades
the
the
thing is like
quality.
if the idea behind it is you use the Steam Link to connect to your like say your router's upstairs.
so you don't have a 50-foot,
Yeah.
100-foot
Yeah,
if your
HDMI
if your
cable.
router's
That's gonna be pretty
upstairs
expensive,
and your other
that
shit's
cable.
downstairs.
What do you
Yeah.
connect it with?
You know,
It's
connect it.
Ethernet. It goes through like
Oh, yeah, that'd be
like
probably
my
cheaper.
apartment has
Yeah.
like Ethernet ports, so you can wire, and then the cable, the modem set up right next to the switch, so it can go kind of like the office is wired.
Yeah,
I have that. At
That's
my
what I was
apartment.
just thinking.
So it
That's
can
neat.
plug directly
Yeah.
in there, and then it should stream.
Holy shit, that sounds awesome.
So I'll
Well, the
try
streaming
it out
of
and-
Steam, yeah, like when I did it, did not work.
It really
Wireless, it's
depends
just
on
kinda-
wireless.
oof.
Like it says on the thing, wireless not recommended. Like it
Yeah,
says
wireless
you
is
can
shit.
Available,
do
but
it
not
wireless,
recommended.
but it's not recommended because the
Well, if you have the bandwidth to do it, I guess. Like,
yeah, it's
you
but
have a
that's
really
still
Well, even then, I've always
all-
had the highest package I could get, and I had the fucking Shield and stuff, and I would my computer was literally like maybe 10 feet away from me or something like that, you know, and I'd still try to stream it wirelessly, and it was still I did it for BioShock, I think, at the time, and it was just so fucking laggy.
BioShock
like,
is not very well optimized for the PC anyway.
well, it was one of the games that they
Oh,
like,
really?
the Nvidia like
Oh wow!
recommended
Because
Shield and all that.
BioShock was
Well, other than
terrible.
that, some of
when
the
I-
older ones, it was
when I
like
played that on the
Batman
PC.
Arkham, and that was
Yeah.
like 2-3 years old at that point.
I remember them
so-
selling that on the Steam Shield thing. I
Yeah,
played that.
was-
at
I
the
saw that
events.
all over the place.
You need to get fiber optic.
No, I wish.
What we were talking about the other day, like you get like a gigahertz or whatever. Like
so
it's like
no,
up by like
we actually looked into
$20,000
we
or
looked
whatever.
into the office. Like apparently this office is wired for fiber through Comcast. So most people when they hear
It's like a
fiber, they think
contradiction
of
right
Google
there.
Google
Oxymoron.
fiber.
Aaron sent me this one.
Oh, look at that!
He sent me
Aaron's-
that. He-
Aaron got
he's,
her on the
texting,
chat.
he's texting me now. He's texting me the fucking.
No,
I
Poopy
think he
pictures.
texted me too. He did.
Texted me
Oh
that.
my
Fucking
goodness!
Aaron.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. There's a nice picture. He's just texting us the poop thing. But yeah, it's it's. Oh man, he said unban me. He's tweeting at me too.
Tweeting at you? I haven't got
How about you walk over here and make me, Aaron?
God damn it.
Man, unbelievable.
next level spamming? Somebody
yeah,
send the
no,
chat.
that's what he's capable of. That's for darn sure. But yeah, so I'll test out the Steam Link. Should be pretty cool. I'm interested to see how the wiring works because for some reason the internet at my place is, even though it's a lower package, the business internet sucks. Well, I was talking about the fiber optics.
Yeah, you
that's
said it
what
was
I
like
saying.
20 grand.
Because
or
they
whatever.
went in and quoted us, and most people think Google Fiber. It's like $80 for gig.
Yeah, 'cause they're
and then-
Google.
yeah, it's incredible, but you have to wait for them to get to your city. So Comcast wired this building, and they came up and they're like, okay, here's the quotes. I probably still have them somewhere, but so I could get an exact number. But for like 500, it was like $10,000 a month.
Damn.
It was ridiculous.
See, like,
500. But you would be
ridiculous.
that's pretty damn good upload. Like we could upload a
And
video
then-
in like minutes. You know.
Oh wait, okay,
Unless
no,
you're
the-
throttled by fucking,
true,
you
true.
know,
You're right.
YouTube
and
in
then
general.
there was
Yeah.
also 30 gig for big companies, and that was like almost 40 grand a month. Like, just
Damn, imagine that.
ridiculous.
See, Google is
40
like
grand.
betterment of mankind. Comcast is like we want to squeeze every penny out of you.
Just destroy any kind of business.
And both of
we
them,
can.
I mean, I would imagine Google's a much bigger company, but Comcast still isn't. You know,
Comcast is big.
they're not struggling. You know,
No,
they
they
have a
own-
lot of divisions and stuff
They,
like
they,
that.
yeah, they own a lot of stuff.
They own Universal.
Yeah,
I hate them.
that's
I
why
hate
they're
them.
horrible. Everyone hates Comcast. That's why Google Fiber is just gonna
Even
be
for the
like,
simplest things, they fucking fuck it up. So horrible.
so
Yee.
ridiculous. It
You know,
sucks.
I tuned into the Wiz for about 2 seconds the other day, and
The fuck is the whiz?
NBC's been doing live musicals like once a year or a couple times a year. So the Wiz is like African American version of The Wizard of Oz. Have you never heard? Like Michael Jackson played the
I've
Scarecrow
heard-
in the
I've heard of
movie.
it.
They made a movie out of it.
I don't watch TV anymore.
Anyway, Queen Latifah was in it, so that was pretty good. But I watched a little bit of it, and they were doing that thing. Remember when during Breaking Bad, AMC had the DirecTV is dropping us, so you should go yell at DirecTV or whatever thing.
yeah.
NBC was doing the exact same thing. Apparently, something's happening with they're gonna like. I don't know if they're dropping the thing, but they were having apparently issues with NBC. Either it's local NBC or I don't. I mean, that was a
For
live
this Wizard of
broadcast,
Oz
so-
thing?
Well,
it was
no,
just
it was just
using a
showing
big-
up during that. They
Yeah,
were just
using
giving a
big
notice.
event to like.
Seems
throw
like
out that
DirecTV
message.
just like stirring up
'Cause
shit for
wasn't
some
A-
reason.
AMC they threw to channel
networks.
like 9,000 randomly and just like just
They were like
screwed 'em
confusing their
over.
subscribers because they were planning on getting rid of it or something like
When
that.
every channel realizes that like cable is pretty much out, and then they just go the app route, then everything will be 10 times better. Like, let me pay $5 a month for the channel that I want to see on demand, and you know you can collectively get every channel that you want. Like Cartoon Network on demand, I'll get that $5 a month. HBO on demand, Stars on demand. Like I just pick and choose as opposed to like. Let me just get fucking shitty ass cable where I don't even watch anything anymore. So
It's only a matter of time. Like I'd give it like 15 years and TV will be gone.
Everything will be subscription services. Just
Yeah.
like James said.
Like Netflix.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I'd be fine with that.
That's on demand is the new lifestyle.
I would be fine with that.
because one, you
no
don't
one's
have to
gonna tune in
don't-
anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about ads and stuff like that. They literally are just getting a premium subscription payment.
Yep.
Yep.
Netflix
agree
hardly
with
makes
that.
any money through advertising. But yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
well, we haven't hit any of our topics
Well, let's
yet.
start on the topics. So Telltale Games announced 2 new games.
2 new games.
Both
Really?
of which will make Dan very happy. I don't know.
What's
if
the- what was
first
the
one
other
will
one?
make
What was
James-
the other one?
So the new extension for Michonne.
Oh, well,
That
they,
wasn't new.
They had already announced
wasn't
that.
new.
They elaborated on it. Apparently,
Okay,
it's
they
not.
elaborated on it.
Well, it's a 3-episode mini event.
Had me
Um,
hyped already, thinking that there was going to be another new one, and it wasn't a new one. I already knew about this.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, no, that's why I was kind of
Shoddy
confused.
reporting work.
Well, yeah, Michonne. Okay, so it's gonna be. I think originally they were planning on tying it in with the current Walking Dead series thing, but then they had said it's a standalone now.
The chick that voices her is the chick from Orange is the New Black.
Which one?
The short-haired one.
Pusey. I saw her in real
Yeah.
life. She was at the Sunset Overdrive party.
Did you
thing.
say hello?
No, I said hello to
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone. But no, I did talk to one of
Joey
Spencer and I
Fatone.
said hi and that we loved the show.
Did you
one
say?
because there was a
I
lot
hope
of the
you get-
cast there.
I hope you get killed off.
In the jail?
The mom, or the lady, the Spanish lady who was the head of the kitchen was there as well. Pusey was there. That was right when Pusey
Did you
was
tell
doing.
her she should get
No,
killed off?
I didn't talk to any of them. Well,
Like,
they were all hanging out.
what
And I
would
didn't
you-
want to go up
If you
and
were an
like.
actor in a show and like someone came up to you, I hope you die in this show.
I hope you get shivved.
That's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up.
That's
Even,
probably
even
what,
better, what if they're already shooting the episode that they are dead in?
Wow.
They're just like fresh off of it, and they're just like,
I'm sure people said that to
Glenn.
Andrea or
What about
whatever.
Glenn?
Oh, I would have gone up to Andrea and said you should be dead. I would have gone up to Andrea.
I'm sure there are people that they probably do go up to. It's just like, can't wait for you to get killed off.
I
Like,
can't wait. I hate your character.
but then you have the anomalies like Jon Snow and Daryl who are like, never kill
They
these
can-
people off or I'll
yeah, the
fucking
network has
riot.
to legitimately like
Yeah.
watch themselves.
No, I didn't know that. That's awesome. That and they announced the
Then
Batman.
Batman one.
Yeah, because Dex like ran down the hall.
Yeah, he did run down pretty quick because I had just finished recording. And he was like, "There's a Batman
So
Telltale
he
Games."
was the
And I was
only
like,
one watching those awards. Is that where
Yeah,
it
he was in
He
his
was the
office
only
drinking.
one. Yeah, he was like, and he was yelling to me like whenever something happened. You were watching it a little bit.
Yeah, here and there. I was kind of.
I didn't even know what was happening, so that was a pleasant surprise.
Video game award shows are the epitome of just cringe and like.
Dice Awards weren't too
ridiculousnce.
bad when we went to the
Dice
Dice
Awards was an industry thing.
That wasn't
that
too
was
bad.
Like,
That's true.
Do you
That's
remember
like
the
inside.
drunk Skylanders guy running up on stage?
No, I remember that. Yeah, that was awkward. That was awkward.
It was still inside though the industry though. That wasn't like shown. Like it wasn't fucking televised or anything like that. Like some of
They
these
streamed
are.
it.
It was streamed.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't
because
televised,
your
yeah.
compilation of you yelling was
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Chris Hardwick.
Well, I
He did pretty
don't
good.
have any faith on like the Spike ones or any televised ones like
Yeah.
that because they're just kind of inflated with other bullshit.
I am outrageously excited about the Batman one. Apparently, it is like because a lot of people were like,
Is
"What
there
character
any-
would you
yeah,
play?"
is there any kind of
You are
like-
going to play as Bruce, I think. 'Cause
Robin.
in the email, they had said like you go through an experience life as Batman.
It's gonna be like
decisions and shit.
Don't
like
make
that.
it like fucking Gotham, the show, where it's
I-
here's young Bruce,
Oh,
and
no.
you never get to be Batman. Like
I don't think it's gonna be like that. I at least I hope not. But I trust.
What
Telltale.
better time is there to do a Telltale game when you can have so many choices of whether people live or die? That will be the
His
time. to
parents
make
die
it-
no matter what. Maybe you could save his parents.
No, I'm talking about when you're actually
Yeah,
playing.
Alternate
weird.
reality.
You get to like choose people's fates and
I
stuff.
like the you like retweeted a picture I think and it said like the 4 options. And it was like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Batman. I'm Batman. I'm like
It's
like,
the part. It's
A,
the
B,
part
Y,
from
X,
the
and all
'89
on-
Batman where he says "I'm Batman" and all the dialogue options are "I'm Batman."
There'll be like
pretty
one
good.
option.
that would
That-
be funny if they did do something like that.
Oh,
they
yeah.
never really. They
If you
They
had the
always go
option.
one way or the other. They never really like. Well, I haven't played one in forever, but they don't have like the jokey kind of like. You have 4 choices, but none of them really matter. I mean, like they kind of do, but
Well, I mean, Borderlands is supposed to be really funny. I'm sure there's some snarky stuff in there. But,
Yeah, that one I haven't even played
Game of
that,
Thrones, since you're playing different characters, there are some characters. I mean, towards the end, it does get very serious, but earlier on, there's moments of levity that you can kind of interact.
yeah,
with
I
and
haven't
stuff
played a
like that.
Telltale game in like fucking forever. I feel kind of bad because all the ones they come out with, I'm not into. Like, what the hell?
All the ones they're coming out with, I'm into. So Game of Thrones and Borderlands, I haven't played yet. I'm going to.
Yeah, like the Borderlands one. I'd want to watch the show before I played the Game of Thrones one, and I'd want to play the newest Borderlands before I even touch that. So I can't.
I was gonna
like being able to jump into what's it called, the Fable one.
Fable one. Oh, Fables.
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us.
Being able to jump into that one, not needing to really know the background,
Yeah.
is like
They're kind of doing their own thing with that property, so
Yeah.
it's not 100. It's like Walking Dead. They're not doing their Game of Thrones directly links. Same thing with I guess Borderlands a little bit. So
Well, there's no backstory to the Minecraft one. That's the story right there.
they're making it up as they go along.
I just don't want to know it.
I don't either.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
because
So-
from what I've heard, it sounds like
They're-
just like a complete kids thing.
They're kind of cranking them out, which made the second one I think suffer. The second episode of Minecraft suffer, but the first one was all right. The last one I thought was really good. I actually enjoyed the last one a lot. So I'm enjoying the Minecraft ones.
Yeah, but
And-
that's hard when it's episodic like that, and
Yeah.
like because you got something like Wolf Among Us and shit, like where like almost every episode was like
Very
top
heavy.
notch.
Yeah, very heavy.
Yeah,
and,
Wolf
like-
Among Us was spectacular. That was like
So it's
great.
like, oh, here's fucking Borderlands, or here's whatever, like, and one of these episodes is absolute shit. Well, good
Yeah.
luck. I guess you wait 2 months until the next one comes out. And
It's not like yeah. I guess it is. It's been relatively monthly recently with a lot of their stuff with
How
Borderlands
big
and
do you think
Minecraft
their
at
team
least.
is at this point? Like,
Oh,
what
I
are they
don't-
working on?
They have
6
separate
games?
teams now at this point.
well, then
so
fucking Walking Dead season 3 needs to come out.
yeah,
The fuck.
that's the one I'm anticipating. Well, I guess Batman I'm anticipating more, but Walking Dead is like one of my favorite games ever from Telltale. So
Or even Wolf Among Us season 2 would be cool too as well.
yeah,
Any of those.
no word on that.
Nope.
I don't think they've said anything about Wolf Among
They
Us.
just kind of dropped the cool properties to go with the more popular properties.
That's bullshit. I could. Oh fuck. I don't know. I don't know how well it's sold, but that sucks.
I mean,
that's the case.
if they can get a hold of a license where they, it's a popular, thing, they're gonna probably.
Well, they're going to do
focus-
Marvel at some point. So
Yeah.
they're doing Marvel and DC. I guess Wolf Among Us was DC Vertigo anyway, but they're doing the both sides.
I forgot that they already announced like a Marvel thing. Jesus.
They're kind of doing what they did with Game of Thrones with it, where they announced it, and then a year later there was finally details about it. Like, they announced Marvel a long time ago, and they haven't said anything about it since. I know more about the Batman one than I do about Marvel. And they just announced the Batman
That was just
one.
like the logo.
Well, it's the logo, but they also have said descriptions, and it's coming out in 2016 at some point.
Huh.
So
Well,
hopefully early 2016. I doubt it will be early 2016.
who knows? Joe, have you played any Telltale games?
No, but they should make. They should. I mean, there's like tons of ideas though what you could do with that.
Like
I
a
mean,
Star Wars
they
one,
should-
right?
Star Wars one.
Oh,
I haven't really done that
That's
yet.
all I've been thinking. That would be pretty cool.
I would
though.
probably. That'd probably be the only one I'd play.
Star Wars one. Yeah,
Maybe
they
one
could do
day.
it. They could make a Clifford the Big Red Dog game, and I would play it. Like, a lot of their games are pretty damn good. I'm kind of like, I want to go back and play Back to the Future, but that game when I played it originally, it's like
Was that
it's
Telltale?
before
I
they
forgot they
understood
made
how to
that.
refine stuff. So
They just put that out not too long ago on the next gen consoles.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They just re-put it out for like the
I saw
anniversary
that.
or whatever.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Was that Telltale?
Yeah.
Really?
Telltale
Like,
did
how do
that.
you do? Like, what
Back to the
decisions do you
Future.
make in that?
It's like
Do you
a
go Back
fourth
to the
movie.
Future or not?
It's very
like, I don't
it's-
want to go back to the future. The game ends
Game's
like right
done.
there.
It's very it takes place after the third one, so it's like a sequel.
Oh, okay.
And it actually is like legit. Like, the story wise, at least, was pretty interesting. But
Well, the chat's jumping ahead, so you might as well talk about this
Well,
Konami
I mean,
thing.
we were already kind of talking about Game Awards, so I was going to kind of
explain this to
it.
me, because I thought
I don't
Kojima
know a
already
whole lot
left.
about it, but
Somebody
apparently,
explain to
I think Kojima did leave, but Konami got him banned from the Game Awards, so he
Oh,
wasn't able to attend.
Shit. How
Yeah.
is
That's
how,
fucked up.
How? He's
They're
in the
Konami.
industry.
I don't know.
He's in
I don't
the
know how
industry.
it happened or who did it or what exactly. I don't know.
He must still have some kind of like ties there or something, maybe legally or something that he has to abide by their shit. I don't
They
know.
probably
I don't
pulled
know.
something like
I
that
don't
on
know.
him, like a contractual thing that screwed him over. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah, they
They put a restraining order out.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is it's weird because
They're like, how big is the building? Like, if we're standing in the middle of the building, how far would someone have to be outside?
The audience space isn't big enough
Let's
to
file
have
a
the-
restraining
the-
order right now to make sure you can't sit in here.
did Metal Gear win anything?
Metal Gear, I know that Daniel James worked on the score, and that actually won for music.
Did it?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool.
So
That's pretty
that's
cool.
all I know of.
Daniel James.
Just because
Well,
I saw
I mean,
Jimmy
if, I
post
mean,
about
if,
it.
like,
What else does he make?
Who?
Daniel James.
He worked on.
He worked on Trapville. He did the
Yeah,
score
he
for
did the
Oh,
Trapville
really?
score, and then he had worked on the new Terminator movie,
Oh yeah.
and
Terminator Genesis. He's working on something else. He said right now.
Yeah, and then
that's
probably
pretty
another
just as big
motion
as
picture.
Terminator. He said, but he hasn't said what.
some are saying he's contracted until the end of the year.
okay, well then, yeah.
Kojima.
No,
That's
idea.
a
all
darn
this is
shame.
doing, realistically, all I see happening from this is fucking Konami is shitting on Kojima, which in turn is making so many people like butthurt
it's
about
making
it.
him the victim. So it's like they're helping him out.
Kojima's stock is rising and rising and rising because of this. So when Kojima finally does like the contract ends or whatever, and they finally do tear away, the first project that Kojima does is going to be like an instant hit, no matter what it is.
Their
just
their
because.
ceiling is success.
Is this kind of like the whole like Conan thing, NBC thing, where he left, but he had like a non-competitive thing for like 9 months or something like that, so he couldn't have a TV show.
probably something along those
And so he was
lines.
just kind of accruing that goodwill over that time, and then when TBS finally picked him up and he had that show, it was a big pop for that.
Probably.
Probably something
Probably.
similar.
Yeah, I don't know the exacts of it, but
Because there's
basically,
no way, like...
they're kind of screwing him over and punching him down. But good, that kind of press is just making him look good and making them look bad. So
Yeah. How'd that even get out? Did he just say,
maybe he tweeted something
won't let
about
me.
it, or like, yeah, I'm not allowed to. I have no idea how that all happened, but it seems to be pretty.
I
well
think they
known.
Controversy.
supposedly only mentioned him like once or something like that on the actual show. So like they couldn't really, I guess, do much there. Who knows?
"Oh,
Poor
Silent
Kojima.
Hills. I miss
On the-
Silent Hills. I wanted to play that
Did they
game.
just completely scrap?
That's what it'll be.
PT?
What?
Yeah,
It's just-
that sucks.
They
Kind
didn't
of like
like
they. I remember the other
Guillermo
day.
del Toro's not a part
all
of it
the
anymore.
stuff they
and-
scrapped.
He's
when
supposedly
LucasArts
still
was
working
bought.
with like Norman Reedus on something, so maybe
Yeah.
they're just waiting for Kojima to like step away and then they'll redo it. But obviously it'd be a different name and
Yeah, it wouldn't be Silent Hill.
Yeah, it
but I
wouldn't
mean
be
that
Silent Hill
wasn't
anymore.
Silent Hill anyway, because Silent Hill is typically third person and stuff like that. So like a first person horror game, like that works for anything. just won't be in Silent Hill. You could still make a psychological.
You never know. They
horror
could have
game.
changed it in the final build because that was so early on. Like Resident Evil 4 had like 5 builds prior to actual like the Resident Evil 4 that everyone knows, and like each new build was like completely different. Like it was so weird. Like looking at some of those, there was even a demo on the GameCube, I think. Beforehand, and it was again like a completely different fucking build of the game. It was like more like it was over the shoulder, but it was more like the camera was like up here, kind of like floating behind, and like I mean they could have drastically changed it from here and there, but you know, the game was a fucking Silent Hill to begin with. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean because that was that also wasn't that was supposed to be kind of something different, just to kind of introduce the feel of what they're going for. More so than the actual gameplay of it.
Well, the demo
it's not going to be you're stuck in a room all the time.
The demo got over more than anything else. Like that fucking demo was more, made it more anticipated than probably half the shit coming out.
Yeah, I've never been excited for a Silent Hill game ever in my life, and that made me excited for it. So,
were you around for any of the build-ups for any of the other ones?
Well, I was more into Resident Evil, I guess, because those were kind of competing franchises.
Well, I remember Silent Hill was always like shit when it came out, like
it always seemed kind of boring,
360 ones and stuff, like with the fucking dude in the trench coat, like that was it was so bad. Yeah. So I think by the time I started getting into that kind of scene, like I wasn't really like I had already been past the early Silent Hills, so I never went back and played them. Like I still haven't played those early ones, the ones that are supposedly really good, and weird. What are you doing?
Watching him. Oh, okay.
I was making sure the video went live.
Gotcha.
And then Witcher 3 won Game of the Year.
Which again doesn't really matter, considering it's only one outlet that like fucking does it. Like,
but it's well deserved. It is.
Yeah. But at the same time, like Witcher could have won one award from this, and probably like 10 awards from a different outlet or something like that. Like, I don't know which outlet is the.
To be honest, I don't think anyone.
There's
checks.
No definitive.
They just throw it all on the Game of the Year edition case.
You know what?
And then no one really.
15 Game of the Year.
It's kind of like those stupid movies that have the quotes from like a news reporter from Fox 5.
Best film of the year.
Yeah. It's just like, what in the world?
Well. I think people do make compilation lists, though, where it's like who got the most Game of the Year awards, and then that decides maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But
which means her story will be the Game of the Year, definitively.
I haven't even heard of that. What is that?
I don't know. It's some indie game that it looked like it had some pretty bad acting in it, but I guess like the story of it was so deep and
Game of the Year?
I mean. Well, it won a lot of awards.
So, like, what's it called? Journey.
Yeah, Journey at the DICE Awards that we went to, they swept pretty much.
Journey!
They took a bunch in.
But it was kind of nice to see something that was early year release get Game of the Year instead of like last year where Dragon Age had released like last quarter,
so
like really late.
Well, that's what a lot of people were thinking, maybe Fallout, but that just came out, and also it hasn't hit the hype that
I wouldn't
it
say
had built
that was
up or
Game
whatever.
of the Year. I would not.
Did Fallout did you get anything, or did it get like RPG of the year? Or?
No, that Witcher got that too.
What?
Yeah, Witcher's an RPG.
Well, you'd imagine if Witcher got Game of the Year, it should get RPG of the Year probably, because that already puts it top tier.
Oh yeah.
Unless they're trying to play like we're gonna give this to them and then that to them.
I know how they did it.
Fallout wasn't really so innovative this time around. I would say, like, I would give it to The Witcher too. Like looking at both the games, like I would probably give it to The Witcher. Like even though I haven't played The Witcher 3, just from sitting before it came out, the fact that we met with the CD Projekt guys like fucking 3 times and watched like 3 1-hour demos of that game.
Yeah,
like, I could kind of see. Enough, I guess.
Didn't what got like shooter of the year? Was it Splatoon?
That was multiplayer.
Multiplayer. Oh
Multiplayer of the year.
Yeah. What got shooter?
Fuck if I know. Any
Just
shooter
ask the
that's
chat.
coming out is shit. So what the fuck does it matter?
Call of Duty.
Bloodborne got best shooter.
Bloodborne. Fucking parry shooter. Best parry shooter game.
Bloodborne should have gotten something, but again, that might have been the whole, it was really so early in the year. Because that was the same deal with
that really affects a lot of stuff.
It does.
So unless it's like just
award seasons are so stupid.
Yeah,
when Infamous Second Son came out, like I thought Second Son should have gotten something, and it was released so early in the year.
That was like a pretty decently. That was a well-rounded game too.
It was.
From what
it was
I saw.
really good all throughout, and I mean, it didn't really get anything. I don't think. I hope that it sold well at least, but I guess it was just too early on in the year.
That was last year, right? Yeah.
Last year or the year before? I don't know.
Yeah, it was last year because we were in the office when it came out. So it was last year. Anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb that they only pick games like, usually it's like midway to like end of the year or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the Oscars as well, because usually all the Oscar bait movies come out around Christmas time, November, Christmas, just because the idea is it will be fresher in the awards, like the people who actually
and
nominate.
they're too lazy to like
in their minds.
sit and think back to the beginning.
what
of the year
happened
and be
in-
like,
what happened in
what happened this year?
January?
It's like, oh, I just remember I saw that movie the other day. It was so good.
Like, I
once
wonder-
again, award shows are just a bunch of jokes.
Oh, yeah,
no,
it's-
and no matter
it's
what
stupid.
industry, they're just like.
It's not really anything. I don't know. I mean,
the
there's
awards are all
good and bad
prestigious.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
everyone is very like hyped to get an award, but
Yeah.
the shows are just.
prestigious.
Bleh.
Prestigious.
Is it prestigious or prestigious?
You could say it either way. It's potato.
That's bullshit.
I've never heard anyone say potato.
I've heard
said-
prestigious. English people say prestigious or
I've
prestigious.
never heard prestigious.
I've heard prestigious all the time.
I
Quit
think
being
it's
so
full of
prestigious
shit.
right
if you're
now.
prestigious,
Something like I don't know.
Prestigious sounds better because it's longer. Because you could be like
true.
prestigious.
Prestigious.
Yeah, you know, prestigious is just like, oh, it's done and over with. That's it.
Have any of you guys seen Ex Machina?
yeah.
You saw Ex Machina. That's something when it came out, I was like, this is a very good movie, and I think it would probably win a lot. But I'm curious, since it came out so early in the year, if it will kind of get ignored a little bit.
That came out this year?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
That came out earlier in the year.
That's getting ignored.
I never heard of it.
It was pretty
It's kind of
damn
a
good.
low
end
production, was it not?
Oh yeah, it was
kinda
an
like,
independent film.
yeah.
It was,
But it was real. Yeah, it was pretty good.
yeah. They were. I was just watching an interview with the actress from that, Alicia Vikander, and she was saying that like they didn't do any green screen stuff. It was all just replacement and stuff like that because they couldn't really afford a whole lot. It seemed like they spent all that money on the sets because those sets
those are pretty insane.
really sleek and nice looking. But other than that, they just had 3 speaking roles in the entire movie, pretty much. So
How was that Krampus movie?
Krampus was
So,
good.
Krampus.
I thought that was pretty fun.
Krampus.
Krampus.
That sounds-
Krampus
that
was
sounds
pretty
like
good.
food.
I quite enjoyed Krampus. The ending was a little, it was all right, but
What was it like? Santa
didn't
Claus
ruin it.
like killing people?
well, he's supposed to be like the shadow of Santa Claus.
Some kind of German
He's gonna
like
fucking
folk
kill
tale,
you.
I think.
Yeah.
Which Santa is as well. So
So it was pretty cool. I liked it. It was fun. Pretty dark.
spooky. Sounds like fun to me. Speaking of movies, there's a certain couple different trailers that came out.
A certain couple.
A certain couple
Even though
of
Jordan only
trailers.
wrote one down.
Well, I knew to talk about both of them.
Which one came out first, Jordan? Hey, both of them came out on Jimmy Kimmel, which is kind of
That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
I think
Jimmy
Civil War did a
Kimmel's
lot
like
better.
the
That's so stupid.
movie, just the with all things super.
I didn't watch Jimmy Kimmel either time they
premiered.
premiered it. I just watched it online afterwards.
I don't know. Probably the Civil War one came out first.
Yeah, Civil War one came out first. Came out last week.
Was that a quiz or?
Yeah, it was-
Oh, okay.
I was just seeing if he like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It took
Because
me
he
a while
doesn't.
to
He
see.
doesn't.
Took
he
me a
doesn't-
while to see both.
He
of
doesn't
them.
do his reporter journalism and look it up.
Of course not.
He's just like, this came out.
I'm not a
Whatever.
reporter. I just write down.
So
the
Captain
topics.
America: Civil War trailer. What do we think?
I didn't watch it.
I
What?
thought-
I was expecting
I
that
didn't,
pause.
I didn't
after
watch.
the-
Should I go over there and
You
watch it
haven't
real
seen
quick?
the Civil War trailer?
Should I go
yet?
to my office and watch
I
it real
haven't
quick?
watched it.
What is wrong
Or
with
I can
you?
watch you. I'll watch it right
I
now.
thought
Are
it
you
looked
not
pretty-
excited?
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
he's gonna watch it on here and it'll just be like, Bucky.
See, I think James is kind of James doesn't really like the Captain America stuff.
I don't like Captain America, but since his second one.
So
he's been good.
since
copyright.
Just turn it down first. Turn off your. What are you?
okay, so yeah, the first one was like a little bit different than all the other Marvel movies. The second one, obviously, bringing it back closer to what most of the Marvel.
It's one of my
superhero movies
favorite
are.
of the.
I
cinematic
like
universe.
the first one. I like the second one quite a bit, and then this one I like how I like Bucky quite
Yeah.
a bit. So being able to see him a lot more is
What
gonna
are,
be pretty
what
cool.
are the character traits of Bucky that you really enjoy, Jordan?
His arm.
I was about to say they didn't really. They kind of developed Bucky a little bit in the first one, and then
He'll
in
probably
the second
be capped
one
soon,
a
so
little bit.
you'll be seeing a lot more of him probably. It's not like.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I did watch the trailer, but I forgot about it.
What?
I watched it last week when I was home, and I forgot, but I
Oh
can't really
my
remember
God.
it that well.
They showed Black Panther, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed Black Panther. They didn't show Spider-Man.
His costume is a toss-up. A lot of people are like, "Ew, it's
I think
ugly
it
as
looks
shit,"
awesome.
and then other people are like, "Yeah, it looks really good." Like, so I don't know. He doesn't have his cape.
Hey, who's
yet,
his
but-
character? Have they said that? Or
He's
is
he's the Prince of Wakanda or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's part of the like I guess reigning family there. He's kind of supposed to be under the radar a little bit, and then he
Okay.
kind of comes out.
He's like out for revenge or something. Like somebody in Wakanda died or something like that, and because of Iron Man's bullshit, maybe, I don't know, and
Well,
that's why he's on Cap's team.
Everyone's out to
well, the
get
actor
Stark
said
because
he's
of
not
his-
really on anybody's side. Like he's kind of flipping.
That was
the
the
actor
twins
is full
too.
of shit.
I'm just saying that's what he said.
Because that was the twins too. The twins went after him because of
Yeah.
we looked at Tony Stark's bomb was in
For
our
3 days.
apartment.
Yeah,
And Tony
the
Stark's
people don't,
Howard Stark.
the people don't side with Cap because of his moral compass. They only side with him because they don't like Tony. That's the only reason that they side
What
with
team-
him.
Nobody else
What
gives a
team-
shit about
Yeah.
Bucky. Like
We all just don't like Tony, so I guess we'll join you.
So what team are you?
The fuck you mean what?
Are you Team Iron Man or Team Captain America?
Well, considering Iron Man's team consisted of fucking like War Machine, him, and like
one other guy.
fucking
Hawkeye.
Now I've got
No, Hawkeye's on the other
now.
time.
it was Black Widow.
Where's
and that
the
was
rest
it.
of the Avengers, huh? Where are they in all this?
Thor's dealing with Ragnarok and all
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness. I hate that. See, ever since Avengers, it's always going to be the same. Where are these
Thor has
people?
the best excuse though.
Well,
He's
yeah,
in a
he does
different
have an
dimension.
excuse, but
Like Thor has the best excuse. Like,
And Hulk
excuse
ran
me, I
away.
have universe-ending things
Hulk
over
ran
here.
away.
Hulk ran
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, and Hulk is going to be in Thor as well. So
He's crying somewhere.
Hulk is.
and
It's going to be like a buddy movie kind of deal.
Fucking Hulk.
He's crying somewhere. I do like that. There is a picture of like the little sad Hulk in the jet.
He's gone. Who gives a fuck? It's all right. They put Ant-Man in there. Ant-Man's on there.
Ant-Man.
I don't know who
Okay,
Ant-Man
that's
would
good.
be on. I guess he'd be a Cap as well, wouldn't he? Fuck's sake. Because he helps him find.
No, he's with
Bucky,
Iron
right?
Man. I'm pretty sure. Because he's a big fan of Tony Stark.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm pretty sure he's.
Iron
I'm
Man.
pretty sure he's.
Motivations of this
I'm
sound
pretty sure he's
all
on
over
his
the
side.
place.
Are you guys,
I don't know.
Team Iron Man or Captain
But
America?
he helps. He helps.
That's the whole. That's the movie is literally a marketing campaign to sell
Exactly, yeah.
fucking Team Captain America, Team
What
Iron
team
Man.
are
shit.
you?
Like that is a brilliant marketing move.
Captain America's team needs you.
Well, it's a given. It's right in front of you. I mean, because that's how it was with the Civil War anyway. So it's like, you know what? But I guess it'd be better if everybody that was involved is involved, because then you could get more like X-Men, of course.
Yeah.
Can't be in
Oh,
there.
like everyone's
so,
voting.
Do
They're all
you-
Iron Man.
they're all
Iron Man
voting.
won. He automatically
Does
won.
anybody remember when they joke announced it as Captain America Serpent Society?
No, I don't
When they did the press conference announcing Phase 3, the whole slate, they initially announced Captain America as Captain America Serpent Society, which is apparently a storyline in the comics.
That was
But
supposed
a lot
to
of
be
people were kind of like, "What?
That was supposed to be the next Spider-Man movie,
Serpent Society?
wasn't it? No,
I don't know. They were just joking. Like they later.
no, that was the
they later
something 6 or some
unveiled.
shit.
No, it's actually Civil War, and then that stuff happened.
I thought it was like Sinister Six or some shit like that. Fucking
Sinister Six
Yeah,
Six
I forgot
isn't
about
happening
that.
anymore.
What?
Although-
It's not?
No. Well, Drew Goddard. Well, no, that was supposed to be in that universe in the other
Spider-Man chain is
but
done.
Drew
They
Goddard.
ended that already. They
They got a new actor. Where the fuck have you been?
Spider-Man
What the
is in the MCU now, and not as that kid.
I thought they were like just doing two separate universes.
Oh no!
I never looked
that would be
into it,
confusing
really.
as fuck if they had two different Spider-Mans going on at once.
Is
I
that
guess
a-
they have
the-
Quicksilver, but
Yeah, it happens already. Like, how's that so
Yeah.
far fetched?
that'd be weird though.
That's
So-
horrible, Jordan.
It's done. They've done it before because they're all idiots.
well,
Sony's stupid. Fox is stupid. Marvel's stupid. They're all
There's a lot of-
stupid.
That sounds biased. This journalism is very biased. You would be fired right away.
Well,
Anyway,
I work
so, yeah.
in a place where I don't have to be fired for my biasness.
But Drew Goddard had said
journalism.
he hopes that project will still see the light of day at some point in a different iteration, because
Nope.
it wasn't focusing on Spider-Man; it was focusing on the enemies. Even as just a one-shot, I think he was hopeful that Sony might do something with it. It's just being shelved currently. So, Team Aquaman. Speaking of Aquaman, Batman v
I forgot
Superman.
Vision would be on Iron Man as well. But
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh, good.
I mean, that's really
He's his
all you
daddy.
need. But like at the same time, I don't know. It still seems
Actually,
very
he's
lackluster.
I guess he's his uncle. He would be his uncle, right? Because Ultron was his baby. No, nephew. He's his nephew. Vision would be Tony's nephew.
But at the same
What?
time, Vision is what's his face too.
Jarvis.
So like that would make Tony made.
But Thor did the lightning bolt that brought him to life.
So that's
so he's
the
he's the
female-
papa,
I don't even know.
No.
and
he's
Ultron's the mama, and
he's
the
the
Doctor
surrogate
Lady
father.
is
So
the.
it's seriously Tony's grandson.
What is Vision's family tree?
It's his grandson.
Let's discuss it now,
because
as
if
we
his
are.
son is Ultron, then yeah, it's his grandson.
What the
What a
His
lovely
grandson.
family. What a fantastic family.
Well, on Monday during Gotham, they premiered a teaser thing for the Batman v Superman trailer. It wasn't actually. It was featured a little bit in the Batman v Superman trailer, but it was a full-on clip where Batman comes down into a bunker, or Superman comes down into a bunker. Batman's tied up with a couple other guys, and then Superman just rips off his mask. I saw that and I was like, "That looks pretty cool." I'm excited now. That was the first thing from this movie outside of the Comic-Con trailer that really got me pumped. Where I was like, "Hell yeah, that actually looks really cool." And then the trailer came out, and I was with it until towards the end, and then then it just got way too super kind of spoilerly territory. Like a lot of people have kind of downed it for essentially you've seen the whole arc of the movie just in that trailer. I mean I don't know if we really
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like the premise in the first place. Like I didn't like the whole movie being based around like people were so critical of Man of Steel's bullshit of killing thousands and no backlash,
Oh,
no
just you
mention,
wait.
nothing like that. But now it's like there's an entire movie based around that fueling the fight. Essentially, it's like he fucking kills everybody and he just doesn't give a fuck and everybody's against him kind of deal.
Yeah.
But like they literally end that arc halfway through the trailer, and then it's just like
This is what the end of the movie is gonna
it's
be.
Like, no longer Batman versus Superman. It's like this is
They team up.
Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman versus
Yeah.
fucking Ninja Turtle.
They easily could have
Or
gone
that-
the Star Wars route and
What's the
not
name
shown
of the
anything
thing?
narratively.
What's the name of the thing from Hulk?
Abomination.
Abomination.
He does,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does
yeah,
look like
yeah,
a mixture of
that's
Abomination.
what I
I did
saw.
think that too as well.
It looks like
Abomination.
Abomination.
He does look like a lot like Abomination.
Man.
It's just like they should more trailers should adopt, especially for these tentpole action movies, should adopt the mystery of the Star Wars trailers because
Yeah.
You have no idea what's
like
going
I don't
on
know
in
what the
there.
hell's going. I've seen some action sequences.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff,
to them,
but I
they
haven't,
have to like show who's in it. It's like Wonder Woman's in it. Like here she is. Just this is how she gets revealed. Like they have to do that to pull
Yeah.
in. Like I guess they think they have to do that to pull in people. Like
think-
I wouldn't
No,
be
no, no.
surprised if
Like,
trailer 2 has fucking Aquaman.
The
in it.
movie is called Batman v Superman. These are two of some of the Batman is one of the largest grossing. Well, not obviously Marvel at this point has kind of shot up a lot higher, but Batman is one of the most bankable superheroes. Everybody's anticipating the next Batman movie. It's called Batman versus Superman. The movie is practically sold the ticket for a lot of nerds just by calling it Batman v Superman and having a movie that has that in it. So by showing all this stuff, it's doing it a disservice. I would have gone to see it no matter what, just knowing the name of the movie and who's in it. But now that I keep seeing stuff on it, of course I'm going to still go see it. But I'm pretty disappointed going in. My expectations are really
Because
low
like you
at
said,
this
you know
point.
exactly what the arc.
Yeah,
of the
like, I
story
know-
is.
I know where it's
everyone
going,
knows
like-
exactly what happens now.
Yeah,
It's sad.
I don't know if they were trying to get ahead of because there had been leaked stuff online months ago about them turning Zod into Doomsday and that being on the internet. And so either it's not that big of a story point or it is that big of a story point and they were literally just trying to get ahead of those people before the movie comes out. I don't even know. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why
like
they
the
do
fact.
that?
I really like the fact that Star Wars has been so obscure with what's happening that it's just like
You know,
here's,
that
other-
here's shots of the Millennium Falcon and X-wings and stuff.
Well, they even did it with the other one,
Sabers.
fucking Suicide Squad or whatever. Like, I'm still, super hyped for that.
Yeah, that
even
looks
though
good.
little trickets of
There's a trailer
leakage
coming
keeps
out for
coming
that.
out.
I think
So-
with Star Wars probably.
Oh boy, get ready.
There is
to
a
end
they
your
they
dreams,
have
James.
okay, so they've rated a trailer for Suicide Squad, Independence Day Resurgence, because
Why are they doing that?
you know they
I
okay.
can't
Do you know anything about Independence Day? They filmed 2 movies back to back. It's going to be a trilogy now,
Wow.
and Will Smith is not neither
is
of them.
Jaden in
Jaden?
it? Is Jaden?
Nope.
Okay,
Jaden's not
I was
in
gonna
it.
say
there's a
if
character who
Jaden-
plays
if
his
Jaden is in
son,
it-
I think. But
Okay, it's not Jaden.
Everything
Will
else from
Smith's
my
not
childhood's dead anyway, so you might
Might as well just stick a stake
Whatever.
in that one.
well, I bet they're happy they killed off Randy Quaid in the first one because he's just nuts now. Like he is literally insane.
Wait, who was that?
Randy Quaid. He was the guy who flew up into the ship at the end.
Oh yeah. I like
Yeah.
that guy though.
Yeah, well, he's insane now. And
Really?
He
He
was,
did get abducted.
he was saying
He's in the movie. He gets abducted.
he fled to Canada because his wife has dual citizenship, and but he was
like evading
he was,
taxes or
he was
something?
no. He was paranoid that he was gonna get murdered by a group called the Star Killers, people who like. Would taint celebrities and kill them or whatever. Like he's like it's like the conspiracy of different celebrities who have OD'd and stuff. Those are the Star Killers. And so like Dennis Quaid's a star anyway.
Dennis Quaid?
Huh?
Randy or Dennis?
Oh yeah, Dennis. Yeah, well, Dennis isn't much of a star anymore anyway. But I wonder what Dennis Quaid thinks of this. He hasn't really said anything about it, but that would be interesting. But anyway, yeah, Randy Quaid is just nuts. So yeah, he ended up. He was squatting in a place for a bit, and then there was a warrant out for his arrest, so he fled to Canada. And I think they were trying to extradite him recently, but
Wow.
I don't even all that stuff's crazy. But yeah, so 2 more Independence Day movies, and there was another trailer I can't remember. I think maybe it was Kung Fu Panda or something like that. I can't remember, but
Fucking milk and everything.
there's a lot of stuff.
That's supposed to be in the front of Star Wars? Because I heard I thought a Civil War trailer was supposed to be in the front of Star Wars as well.
Well, that's the Civil War trailer that just came out.
That was it?
That-
We don't
that-
get a variation or anything?
That's the first trailer.
Why the
like-
fuck they keep leaking shit on Jimmy goddamn Kimmel then? Like, what the fuck?
That's the Batman v Superman, final Batman v Superman trailer,
Oh,
and then
fucking hell.
that's the introductory trailer for Civil War.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
there is rarely ever a trailer release that isn't posted online like immediately. Like you're never gonna see a trailer for the first time.
So what
in
the fuck
theater.
is the point of saying, hey guys, get hyped, Captain America fucking trailer's gonna be in the front of Star Wars, and they fucking show it anyway. So what the fuck? Why do I have to get hyped about that?
Is X-Men going to be on there too?
Yes, that was the third one I
Apocalypse.
couldn't remember. X-Men Apocalypse was the other trailer.
Apocalypse.
That
Okay,
was good.
at least I get. Haven't
They're
seen
probably
that one
gonna
yet.
Those have
They're
been
showing
good.
it on
So
Kimmel
Haven't
tonight.
seen that one.
It's coming out on Kimmel tonight. They have Hugh Jackman and Xavier, and they have
damn it.
everyone.
Xavier.
I don't-
Patrick
they have
Stewart.
never. They haven't confirmed whether Hugh Jackman's in Apocalypse or not. Like
He
they
is
were-
supposedly.
supposedly.
Yeah, he is supposedly.
Gotcha.
That'd be a tragedy.
Probably
if he
very
isn't.
brief though, I'd imagine.
I mean, he's hyping that this last Wolverine movie is going to be his final
fuck off, Hugh Jackman.
final performance.
Fuck off. You'll be back as soon
be
as you
back.
need that money.
He would.
Once he gets weaned, he's not going to be able to get weaned off that teat. He'll just keep suckling away.
weaned off that. Team.
His muscle masses are gonna start going down. He's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I need to get back up there." So like,
I think
let me take a
that's
Wolverine
one of the
role.
reasons why I think is why he's dropping, because he's so like committed to doing that it
Just
it's a lot of work.
It. Whatever, ride it out. Some people get so upset about being known as somebody when they could
That's what
just
I don't
ride
get.
it out,
He
make
had
the money,
said-
and retire.
He had said in an
Whatever.
interview that he wanted to play him forever, and then like a week later, he said that was his last performance. Jesus Christ.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Don't you worry.
You know what? That would be
He's
kind
gonna
of
get
cool.
slapped with that Marvel contract and
he'll
be
be
like,
back.
jump on into Avengers 5, and he'll be like, fuck yeah.
I think he had said there's been an article floating around that he had said that he'd like to see Tom Hardy as Wolverine.
No, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. He could do it. He could probably do it.
Tom Hardy would be a cool Wolverine.
What's that Tom
But
Hardy movie?
But he's like
another,
everybody.
That would be another.
Well, he was supposed to be in
role that
Suicide
gets-
Squad.
yeah.
He got because Revenant shooting ended up going overly long.
Ooh, I'm
so
excited
due to
for that.
scheduling conflicts, he couldn't do Suicide Squad. He was going to be Rick Flag. He was going to be RoboCop's character.
What the fuck? Why are they? What? Why are they?
He was supposed to be the army dude. Like
He was Bane. Like what? Just
yeah,
Fucking.
yeah.
Why would you? Be
He was cast. He was cast as Rick Flag.
Like I
in
could
that
get
movie.
I could get the Ryan Reynolds thing, from
Yeah.
DC over to Marvel and shit like that. But he's
Chris
literally
Evans is
like-
one of the worst defenders.
Yeah, I know.
Chris
He is
Reynolds.
as of right now probably the worst.
Chris
one,
Evans
I'd
has been
say.
in like 7 different comic book movies, DC and Marvel,
He's a
pretty
dirty,
good.
dirty turncoat.
and actually some other ones. Snowpiercer isn't even like a major comic book, but that from a publisher, but that was another comic book movie.
Dirty tongue croak.
Oh, well, I guess since we're on the topic of more superhero stuff, we could skip down to Jessica Jones.
I can't. James is the only one who can talk about this. And we
I didn't watch
thoughts.
It's good.
All righty.
Well, what's you had mentioned something about the other day.
We talked about it at length the other day. I mean, there's some spoilery stuff,
comparing it to without spoilers, compared it to Daredevil as far as like production value and
It's good in some aspects, better than Daredevil, but then in other aspects like the fighting and stuff, I would say Daredevil probably takes it.
So like,
There's no action?
Jessica Jones kind of pulls its punches when it comes to violence, or is it?
It's just very corny when it comes to
it's like
action.
WB.
It's, yeah, it's kind of like WB production kind of thing where it's like, you know, I have superhuman strength, let me toss you, and it's just kind of like, and they're like ragdolls across.
and then it's like
that's all
it's like
but-
it's like an After Effects motion blurred GIF or
yeah.
PNG
Or when
flying by.
she tries to fly and she does this weird like jump thing where like, you know, like the actor's like, you know, I'm not going anywhere, so let me just like do a little hop, you know, and then
they'll cut her out
yeah,
and make her
they,
go
like
away.
take that frame and it's just kind of like whoosh. It looks so corny. Like, some of
She
those
just jumps
times.
and then runs out of frame. Okay, get out of the frame. We need the just stock shot so we got the background.
it looks so fucking corny.
I want to check it out. I still haven't finished Daredevil.
It's pretty.
I know. I hate bringing that up
I
anytime I
should
do.
watch Daredevil.
You should watch Daredevil.
Halfway through.
Along with
Yeah.
all these other things I should watch.
Jessica Jones doesn't really tie into Daredevil until like the very end though, which is kind of sad. But like it does set up for like future stuff, which I'm hoping that they do.
They're
like,
doing Luke Cage next, right? Or what's his name?
Yeah, his is supposed to be coming up pretty soon. But
I've seen production stills. So.
the inner nods, I guess, to Jessica Jones, like villain wise, like they're setting it. They could set up for Daredevil's villain, you know, through Jessica Jones, which is actually pretty cool. So it would be tough because it makes it so that way you have to watch both, you know, or you have to watch them all to kind of get that guy's backstory and all that. But like, I don't know if they'll flash back or something like that. But it's still pretty cool that to be like, oh, this guy will probably come over here and fuck with Daredevil, and then, you know, who knows what Daredevil will set up after that.
Well, then they'll lead into Defenders at some point because that's supposed to be their like mini Avengers thing.
Well, I just want to see what's his face Shane as Punisher.
Oh,
That's what
God damn it! I need to watch Daredevil.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that until you mentioned that.
It's all setting up here.
Oh, that's gonna be good. He's gonna be a good Punisher, I think.
I hope so.
They had pictures, I think.
It's
come out.
still what's his face for me. So, what's
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. Yep. It's still Thomas
Good
Jane.
old
to me.
Thomas Jane. Do you remember that movie with Mickey Rourke and Thomas Jane and Diane Lane, where Mickey Rourke was like the native? Well, he wasn't a Native American because it was in Canada. Remember, he was like an Indian. You don't remember that?
No.
It was like, we talked about it on Creature Talk.
I'll have to find
It was such a weird movie where like Diane Lane and Thomas Jane were husband and wife, and then like he was going after them for some reason. You don't remember that?
No,
he was like a
I don't.
hitman.
I don't remember.
God damn it! Oh, I gotta look it up now.
Yeah,
but
I gotta look that up.
anyway,
Yeah, David Tennant is a really good villain.
that's all I've heard. That's all I've heard.
You
Is
know,
David Tennant is
he's
great in
very like sadistic with like, because to me, like I think like fucking, you know, a mind control powers and all that, but like he really made it so that way, you know, just mind control alone is something that should be like feared like crazy because he like, you know, tells people to fucking cut their ear off or something like that. and
what?
They have to do it.
What?
Yeah, like that's
Ew.
like his shtick is like he it's weird because storyline wise, like they make it so that
I don't
way.
know if I
like,
want to watch it.
he
now.
doesn't know. he doesn't know what he's doing is bad, but like he does it anyway. He's an asshole, so like I mean that's just whatever. But he fucking like he'll walk up. It was cool. Like they keep showing him. He does it multiple times where he'll walk up in somebody's house and like he'll knock on their door or whatever, and they'll be like, you know, who are you? And he'll be like, you'd like to invite me in, and they'd be like, yeah, come on in.
Oh,
And, like,
really?
you know,
Oh, man, that's pretty cool.
and then he'll just like
That's pretty
fucking, you know, go inside. You know, they have kids or whatever. And be like, I hate kids. Get in the fucking closet. And like he makes their kids get in the closet and shit. He's really fucked up. Like
Really?
he gives
That's
zero
kinda-
fucks.
Thomas
Get
Jane.
in the closet.
Thomas Jane was in a movie called Butt Whistle. Recently.
What?
Wow. I think that's it. Why'd you take it? I was trying to show him.
I still don't remember. It got
Thought it was
6.1. I don't remember that. I still don't remember this.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at that cover is the one that I saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's his face is fucking in there too.
Who?
Gordon Levitt.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Sounds
Yeah, that
like a
movie was
weird
weird.
movie.
It was a weird movie. I think James had just seen it at Walmart and picked it up.
Probably. I used to do that a lot.
We
Now
yeah.
I just get movies on the Xbox on demand. Like now. Speaking of
Sure,
which,
there's-
new movie that just came out on Xbox Demand.
What?
Fantastic Four. Got to watch that bad boy.
I watched the honest trailers for it. I don't plan on actually watching it at any
new
It's
point.
gonna be so shit, and
new
I'm gonna
one?
love it. Yeah.
Like I kind of don't want to
How
watch
did that
it
even
ever.
do in theaters? Like,
Shit. Abysmal. Probably the
Yeah,
worst.
It did bad.
It was.
Man.
It was horrible.
another reboot and they fucked up.
That's it.
They
Like,
need
it's
to let
done.
it go back to Marvel,
It's done.
please.
I think that's probably
That's
it. That
just
was
the
like.
thing. They that's what those big companies are just so stupid. They feel like they
Fantastic
can always
Four.
do it
Here
better.
comes that journalism again.
Fantastic
Big
Four.
companies.
Yeah.
They're just so
Remember,
stupid.
James,
who am I,
we went
who am I
to.
biased against here, James?
You're biased against the man.
Exactly.
The man.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Remember we saw Fantastic Four in that like shitty movie theater back home, and it was like, and like the sides of the chairs were coming
Nothing
off.
but good memories for the Fantastic Four for me.
And we left
went.
early.
No, but the thing is, so we went all the
Dead
way
or
out.
Alive.
Yeah, we
Dead or Alive, yeah.
we did not go to see
Wait, you guys
Fantastic
went and saw
Four.
Dead or Alive?
No, we were going
at
to.
the time we wanted to go see
Why?
Dead or Alive.
But it was
Why?
only one movie theater, and
Yeah.
it was like the
No
shittiest
wonder.
movie theater
That's probably
We-
the one theater it played in
in
its
the
entire
next city
theatrical
over.
run.
It was like in the next city over.
Yeah, we
like,
had to go a ways away to find a theater for DOA. We went to go
York.
fucking watch it, and then it
Jesus.
was like sold out or we missed it or something like that. So we ended up watching
Def-
Fantastic
yeah.
Four there, and like the theater was so fucking shit, like it was falling apart.
whole
Like,
handrails
the-
came off.
Yeah, the whole fucking sides were coming off. There was garbage everywhere. We were the only ones in the theater, and everything was breaking apart. And we just
Yeah.
fucking watched. That was Silver Surfer, wasn't it? Or was that the first
Yeah,
one?
it was number 2.
I think it was Silver
number
Surfer
2, yeah.
that we watched.
And then we
God
left. We left like I don't even know what we did after that.
On a
shit.
mission to go see.
That was shit.
damn. Maybe
That
I would have
was
never
shit.
watched Fantastic Four if it wasn't
Dead or
for
Alive
that.
sold out. Sold out? How the hell was that sold out?
It was a shitty movie.
probably
theater.
missed
It
it.
was a really shitty movie.
Yeah, we probably
theater.
missed it.
I kind of remember. I mean, Artist Joe and I, him and I, there was the only IMAX like theater in Raleigh at the time when The Dark Knight came out that it was playing on IMAX was Polaris. It was like a museum in Raleigh, and we took the road trip to go up there to go see it. And when we got there, I had to shit really bad, like really bad, and I think we ended up being late. So we couldn't make the showing, but I had to find a bathroom, and we were in Raleigh, and there were no like public toilets like, anywhere. So we ended up going into like a, what was it, like a Taco Bell or no, a Subway, and it was like a paid bathroom. I've never seen a paid bathroom before.
What do you mean?
You had to put like money in the thing to
Sweden.
like, get in. Well, I mean, like, but this was inside. Like, you had to pay to get in. It was really weird. Like, I think we ended up driving to a Taco Bell or something. That's where I shit. But you know,
Man,
that
They're
reminded
used
me
to
of
it
that.
there.
So you
Running
didn't even get the
around,
movie.
going to see a movie, couldn't see the movie.
couldn't even watch the movie.
I wanted to see that movie in IMAX. Good thing I didn't shit myself though. Great story. So what next?
What next?
Story.
What
Just
next,
Cause
chat?
3.
Just Cause 3 came out.
Mm.
Daniel.
Daniel. I've played. How much have you played?
I don't know, maybe 5 missions in, other than what I played when they came out.
Yeah.
So I've dicked around a good bit, but like I haven't really. You don't really play for the story anyway. But
That's true. Like it is kind of weird recording it. Well, one of the reasons why I recorded because we got early copies for it, so I was like, oh, I can actually post before embargo. But then I had a lot of shit happen, so I ended up
You
posting
post
it.
before embargo?
No, not before embargo, but before
that's
release.
illegal.
Dun, dun, dun.
But so I was really excited, so I wanted to record it, and I think I just might end up like streaming it as opposed to recording it because it's like it is one of those games like mission wise, it's kind of. I don't know. Well, I haven't played too many of the missions yet, but
I am Bolo Santosi.
there was not a whole lot of variety.
That's all I remember
Yeah,
from the
Bolo
second.
Santosi.
Bolo
No, he sounds like
Santosi.
fucking. He
He sounds like
That
Ezio.
was
He sounds
someone else
exactly
that-
like
He sounds
Ezio
like
now.
Ezio.
Probably his voice actor.
It probably is.
Okay.
There's even a Mario too. He's like Mario.
Yes, it's one of the first
Your
lines in the
Uncle
game.
Mario.
One of the first lines in the game when you're
It's
playing.
your Uncle Mario. Oh my god.
always
But
the
no,
same
but in this
thing.
one, he was talking to a guy named Mario, and he's like, "It's a me, Mario." Like that's how he says it because he's talking to Mario.
Yeah, that's exactly how he did it in Assassin's Creed too.
Well, Mario said, "It's a me, Mario." This was Rico talking to Mario.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's weird. Why did they change the voice actor? I mean, the first guy was a lot gruffer sounding. He's like, "Arr, arr, arr."
I don't know. I don't really the
will get the
main
job
dude
done.
like because right now he looks like a fucking cross between like Nathan Drake and like the old Rico. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know where they're going with his character.
I didn't
but-
think when I going into it, I didn't know whether it was still Rico or not because I had seen the promotional stuff and I didn't think it was Rico. So when it started, I was kind of confused. I was like, "Wait, that's supposed to be Rico? Oh,
Tony
there's
Stark-
Tom Sheldon. Like what the? I didn't
Tony
realize."
Stark haircut has become the norm for main protagonists with the
Yeah.
like that kind of deal, and
Yeah.
everything's all nice and neat. That's pretty much the deal now for all of the main characters in games.
Yeah, I like the refinements they've made in the gameplay. Wingsuit, I keep running into shit. I keep flying into shit.
Once you get a hang of the wingsuit, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like once you get a hang of it, you just have to like because right now like I can wingsuit anywhere pretty much as long as you like.
you got upgrades and shit.
No, not even. Like you
Oh,
just
okay.
you just kind of learn how to like chain each mechanic together. Like if you use the zip line to zip up, quick do your parachute, and then quick turn it into
That's what I've been
wingsuit.
doing. Yeah, that's what
and
I've
then
been doing.
from there you have even if you're like just this high off the ground, you could probably still swoop
up.
and then you can
And
kind of stay
parachute again.
consistent. Yeah, for a good bit, so it helps.
Gotcha.
You can like literally fly, which is pretty cool. So I like that. It takes forever. I still fuck up and face plant and shit. So like it's still kind of difficult to get a hang of, but it's still pretty good.
I like that you can grapple two things together and then pull them together. Like I've been having a lot of fun with the explosion stuff, like just doing a big tank thing and then a tower or something like that, and it pulls the tower down and then blows up.
Yeah.
it's a gorgeous game.
The main thing is that I feel like a lot of that stuff, like because they're called mods or whatever that you can like upgrade and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like a lot of that shit could easily be done in like actual mod
Actual
form.
mods,
Like
yeah.
somebody could every perk or whatever in Just Cause 3 that you can learn or do whatever, like you could probably mod that into Just Cause 2, like no problem. Like giving yourself more tethers and stuff like that. I'm sure that's easy to do in Just Cause 2. So it feels like it's other than the wingsuit, like there's nothing really like crazy, new out there.
Yeah.
Like
Well, at least
within
it's an actually like official mechanic in the game.
Yeah,
like
that's
they're,
true.
They're actually reaching out and trying to do different things and trying to expand upon why Just Cause 2 was so popular because of the dicking around. And I think
Yeah.
the story's a bit. I mean,
It's always been a B movie game.
yeah,
Like,
I was about to
it's
say
always been,
it was never too serious.
No, yeah.
But it seems to be having a lot more fun this time around. Well, both times it was having fun. But I think probably the best experience will be once more mods come out. Like people actually release mods and gets
Did they
crazier and
open up
crazier.
mod support for it?
I don't know.
They were the second one was very like it was so easy to mod or install mods for that game. You literally just had to create a folder in your game thing called like mods or whatever, and then just plop them in. They made it super easy.
Yeah, well
to
now
mod.
with Steam, they have the workshop and stuff.
Exactly.
They should boot that up.
I'd imagine they'll be pretty supportive because I mean their community has been very strong when it's come to mods. I mean the multiplayer mod.
Yeah, they
was-
made a whole multiplayer.
like
thing.
they brought that in and
Is
made that
in
official.
3?
Is multiplayer in 3?
No.
No. Well, I'm sure that's something that maybe they're just gonna leave it to the community again. Like
I think that was
multiplayer.
Hopefully.
the big thing that they kind of had to like shut down when
it's a
they
huge
announced
map
it,
and
you
it's
know?
pretty. I mean, I'd imagine it's pretty taxing.
It's
For
quite
a next
yeah.
like next gen games, it's kind of tough for whatever game you're doing. I'd imagine. I mean, unless you're something like Call of Duty where you're specifically focusing on multiplayer, and then
I need to find more of the Easter eggs. I feel like the Easter eggs were a big part of Just Cause 2 with like
the Lost Island and stuff like
Lost
that.
Island, Mile High.
What'd you find? It was like an animal. You're showing me like.
spoilers.
Don't worry about it.
What is that face?
Fucking doesn't say anything for 5 minutes and then he says a spoiler right off the bat.
Just checking his Twitter and just.
Well, yeah,
We don't
I found an Easter egg on my own, but like I'm just saying, there's usually a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah, there's
in
kind of big.
Just
There,
Cause.
yeah, there was a shit ton. Like there was, I think they had. Didn't they have a I Am Legend? Yeah, they had an I Am Legend Easter egg and stuff like that. It was like a dock that had like a radio thing at the end of it and like a mannequin or something like that.
I don't even know if I ever saw that.
Yeah.
I never did.
It's pretty cool.
There was a.
Do you ever play the game?
What?
The game that he's talking about?
Just Cause 3
Two.
or 2? I screwed around in it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Journalism at its finest. Journalism.
Jordan never saw it either.
Never saw it.
Anyway, well, so far, I mean, I've only done one session, so I've only played for like an hour and a half, so I need to record more.
I played a good bit of missions, but again, like they're kind of, there's like maybe 2 or 3 missions that are all like tutorial based, and then it kind of lets you free.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the primary fun to be had is probably just going around and grinding or
Yeah.
sticking
I
around.
remember the demo that they came out with on that, where you had 15 minutes to do whatever you could.
What, Just Cause 2?
Yeah. When they came out with that, they came out with the
they
demo.
can't do demos
I
like
can't
that because
remember-
it always gets
Just
hacked.
Crackdown did the
or-
same thing. Crackdown
yeah,
2
and Crackdown just got
was half an
fucking
hour.
like, glitched out to the point where you can just fuck around forever. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
those-
yeah.
Really?
those-
I did
that.
the ones with
I
the time
wasn't
limits
really-
are
yeah.
always the ones that you can glitch and fuck it up and make it so that way you can play like
Crackdown-
essentially the whole game.
Crackdown, we had done it where we glitched it, and then because they still had all the orbs in that section, like
Yeah.
they were in the game. So I went through and collected all the orbs and had like most power ups you could get within.
Well, and
that
you can
Crackdown
also
thing.
explore the entire map before the game.
the section of the map it was
Yeah.
bordered off,
But it was like you could get through that.
Could you?
Yeah, you could get through that.
and they had the rest of the build in there.
It was there, but it was empty.
Yeah,
So like
okay.
you could still like explore and be like, oh, this building and blah blah blah. Like you
Gotcha.
could go to the.
I never
You
cheesed
could go
that.
everywhere, but it was just not.
That's
It didn't have
crazy.
enemies or anything like
That's
that.
pretty cool.
But it was just empty. So you'd still want to buy the full game, but at the same time, like you've already seen like a lot.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Like it's from this one little.
You
demo,
could probably
it's
get to
crazy.
some of the like boss battle areas and stuff like that.
Yeah, but again, they weren't there. Like it'd just be empty for the most part, or like really low resolution, so it looked like shit because you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I miss the characters in like the games that you can fuck around with. Like, has anyone played Mercs 2? Mercenaries or the Mercenary series at all?
I played a little bit. Of that.
The Mercenary
seen the
series
covers
was
for
like
those.
essentially
Was that
Just
the
Cause
co-op one?
before Just Cause. Yeah, it was.
That wasn't me. That wasn't
Can
even
you
me.
quiet your phone?
That wasn't even me.
Your phone has done more
Why are you
talking
looking
than you
over here?
have.
You keep going.
I don't even know what I was saying now because of you.
You're talking about Mercs.
Yeah, Mercs or whatever.
That's
and-
one with the
and-
masks, right?
No, that's fucking Army of Two.
That's what I was thinking. Army of Two, because I said the co-op one.
Yeah, no, that's Army of Two. But Mercs did have fucking co-op as well, but it was like split screen only. I think it was pretty shit. But it was all just fuck around, and just like Just Cause, the missions were shit.
Yeah.
But like you could blow shit up, and that was the main thing. It was like you call like airstrikes, like different types of airstrikes, and you could get like a fucking nuke or something.
Destructible,
like that, just like
destructible
blows up everything.
places are amazing. I love that you could blow up bridges.
But the characters were so like
Cause.
weird. Like it's not
Right.
like how they're making Rico out to be kind of like a stereotypical, just like a normal like fucking guy. Like at this point, like they had like he looked like the Techno Viking, and he had like a braided beard. He had a cowboy hat. Like he was like a fucking. He was kind of beefed up. That guy.
Techno Viking.
They had
What the hell?
an Asian chick that was like she'd run around in high heels. I think was her fucking thing. You could unlock costumes where you could put them in a chicken suit. It was pretty good for the time. Like I don't know how it would hold up now because I remember looking into it a few years back. Like this was way early on. I think like when we were doing YouTube and stuff. Like I remember bringing it up to Spoon to play for co-op, but the online for it was broken. Like they stopped support for it, so the servers weren't available anymore. And the only way to do it would be like this weird workaround, and even then, like it was very shoddy, so like it didn't work. Which
Anytime
is
you do their
sad.
workarounds for the consoles, like try and set it up like a weird thing on like
Yeah.
a separate server. I remember trying.
Well,
to
that
do
was when
a
like
couple
they were
times.
trying to convert
like,
like
through GameSpy and stuff.
yeah, GameSpy servers and shit, like a console being ported to PC or whatever, and then the PC version being like so utterly like not supported at all. Like there was no updates or anything like that. It's not on Steam or anything like that, so it was kind of difficult to get that to work. But I wish it would have like stayed up or whatever. But oh well.
Yeah.
But it was really fun for the time. Like it's just like Just Cause.
There was an Army of Two too, right?
Yes.
Was it?
Shit.
What was it called?
There was
Army of
3,
Two
I think, actually.
squared.
I think there was 3 Army of Twos.
What? Three Army of Two.
There was fucking something Cartel or something was the latest one.
No, wasn't that Call of Juarez Cartel or
Nope.
maybe not? Call of.
I don't think so.
There was multiple Call of Juarez, right?
Yes, there was, but I
The most
also
recent
think
one
there
was like
an
a
Army of
modern
Two.
one.
I think there were 3. Were there 3?
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Maybe
Just Cartel triggered Call of Juarez
I
to
don't
me for
know.
some
Army
reason.
of 2, 3.
the Devil's Cartel. Yeah, there was Army of 2. There was fucking Cartel or whatever, and then there was
they just didn't add numbers to
40th
it.
Day was the
Gotcha.
second one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those were.
Devil's
I
Cartel,
remember.
you're saying
that actually reminds me. That's funny that you bring that up because fucking Army of Two, the second one, was when they went crazy with the masks.
Yeah. That
And
became a
was this
big
EA?
thing.
Yeah, you made the.
This was EA.
Remember you got.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
I think
gonna say.
he was
That's
looking
what-
at
that's what I
you,
was
so
gonna say.
something's happening here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So with Army of Two, the second one, yeah, it was EA. They were going hard on the whole like mask stuff that you can customize your masks, and they had like a thing set up on their website where you could draw and make your own mask and import it into the game.
Yeah.
So like
That's always a mistake.
Before
Yeah,
they
yeah,
knew
yeah.
how to clear stuff and
I
moderate.
being like 10 years younger, of course I made a fucking mask with dicks all over it. It was bright blue.
Yeah, I remember that.
And there was hot pink dicks all over it. So I had like a dick up here, a dick over here. Like there were dicks all over my mask. And I imported it in and fucking put it on my guy. It was funny because it shows up to everybody else that you play with and stuff. So it's like I have a dick mask pretty much going around. And I ended up getting banned. I ended up getting
Not
banned
surprising.
because of my dick mask, and they wouldn't allow me to make any more masks, but my dick one was still saved into the game. So like, it's not like they removed it or anything like that. They just banned me from making other like new ones. So
What?
I just stayed with the dick mask forever.
That seems weird.
Yeah, but
They don't want to see how far your creativity goes.
they did ban me. It was cool at the time. People were
Yeah.
making some pretty cool ones, and then I just fucking came in with their editor and just made a stupid dick one. Like, how stupid was that?
I remember
so
that.
juvenile of me to do, and I got banned for it. I deserved that. I deserved to get banned. That game sucked.
He's
anyway.
older and wiser now.
I'd still do
He
it.
recognizes that it was stupid and that the game sucked.
I'd still do it today.
You'd still do it today? Well, never mind
then. No, today I would actually upload a legit dick picture and put it up on my mask or something like that. Because like you could do that for like the WWE servers, like people put the Marshall face up on the servers. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty funny. Like you can just scan anything in, so I could scan a legit
real
dick
dick.
in there. Yeah, put it right on the wrestler's face. His wrestler name is Dickface.
Somebody had made Larry David. I saw it was like Larry David's the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm, the old guy with the white hair.
He's on the cover.
Yeah. So like somebody made a super buff Larry David going around like fighting people. I saw like a vine of it. It's pretty funny.
The fuck. Yeah, doing those customization things are usually not wise at all to like put out like that, especially when they don't really have any kind of control over what you post. So, oh well. I liked Army of Two too, the concept at least, until they fucked
Army
it all
of
up.
Two.
So shit, like. So shit. So many wasted opportunities with
Their whole thing was aggro and stuff like that, right? Like you could aggro
Yeah,
people
yeah.
and then the other guy flanks. Like
it was
that's
like a
literally-
very basic Gears of War, except they kind of elaborated on that aspect, and
Yeah.
that was it. Like whoever's highlighted red is the one that everybody is shooting at.
That's
and
where
then
I
the other one
learned
can
the
see
term
around.
aggro was from those trailers.
Really?
Yeah. It was from the trailers where it was like, we're introducing a new system, an aggro system, and that's how I learned what aggro was.
Wow.
That was only like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't long ago at
That
all.
was not long ago. I had never heard the term aggro. Well, I wasn't a huge
played- is that
gamer. I wasn't a
had
gigantic gamer, so.
the oh no you didn't.
That was
song?
Mercs, I think.
Yeah.
We're back to Mercs.
Mercs and Army of Two, full circle.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Mercs.
That was Mercs. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
I remember hearing that song.
We played Army of Two.
that was actually a really
good
good trailer too. Huh?
That's when the Army of Two came out. We played that.
Probably. That's probably why you know about my dick mask.
Yeah. 'Cause I made one too. I'm trying to think which one I did. I can't remember.
You
Yeah,
had a
I made-
Triforce.
Was it a Triforce?
I think you made a Triforce.
Yeah, I remember making one. I was like, oh, this is fucking
Shoulda got
awesome.
banned for copyright.
And you're like, look at mine, and then you're like, it can't. Like,
Look at mine.
You're like,
yeah,
you
so
put
you
it
had
in, you're
this
like,
one. Look at this.
That's
JPEG.
exactly how I did it. I hopped in
Yeah.
the game and I was like, Joe,
Yeah.
look at mine.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whoa,
That was
Joe,
great.
you got
That's not what you're talking about, right?
What the fuck is that?
There's an old Sega Genesis game that's fucking. Oh, Sega Mega Drive. What the fuck is that?
That's
Called
the,
Mercs, and as a guy, it looks like Duke Nukem.
Mega Drive
That
is the
is
normal Sega with the
Mercs.
cassette things.
You like that joke?
That's Duke Nukem.
I'm Duke Merkum. I'm Merkum.
Probably was the. Like,
I'm an
they
army
probably
of
went off
one.
of that one for the second one. Who knows?
The hell. Anyway.
Why are people still like? Okay, people keep asking to be updated on Seamus. We don't know. Happy? Like fuck's sake.
I'm happy. So what else? We have story time on there. Did you have a story to tell, Jordan, or did you just put it on there just in case somebody did have a story?
I just throw it on there just in case every time.
Gotcha.
Talk about
Any story. Joe, what do you want to talk
Far
about?
Cry.
He's like cheesing.
Why are you smiling?
Far Cry.
Far Cry Primal.
What about
What'd
it?
you think of that?
Well, he wrote the list and he didn't even put it on there.
I mean, I was
I mean,
gonna
should we
wait
talk
till
about? I mean, we can talk about that.
wait till Aaron was here too, but
So I thought Aaron was going to be on Creature Talk, so we could talk about it, but he chickened out.
Do you guys need Aaron to talk about it?
It was a
I
fun
mean,
game. I mean,
All right.
well, we're
There-
talking about it now.
it was a really fun game.
Okay.
I don't know,
Pretty fun. It was Far Cry, but with not Far Cry with guns, but Far Cry with spears and bows and clubs.
Skyrim.
pretty much.
I killed a mammoth.
Did
Jordan.
you? Oh, he did.
Slaughtered a mammoth
That's fucked up.
I couldn't
with the help
find,
of
I
my
couldn't
pet
find any.
bear.
Ooh, you had a pet bear? You could have a pet bear in that
I
game?
have a pet bear.
That's awesome.
And I told that bear, "You go and slice the jugulars of every single mammoth on this rock." And I just went up and started.
I think that just like Just Cause, I think that's one of those games now. Like Far Cry has become that game where it's like if you go in, not for the story or anything
bit
like
more
that.
ridiculous
just,
now.
Yeah, just go in
There's-
just to fuck around and like just like kind of what we did with Far Cry 4. It was just like just go in and just use all the crazy shit that they
Interact.
have.
That's all I did.
They
That's all I
really
did.
did add quite a bit. They added a good chunk of like those events that kind of happened because like you were talking about those stuff that happened to you in Far Cry 3. They added a good bit of those that happen just randomly where you'll just stumble upon like a random party, like a war party or like a bunch
Far Cry
of
3?
fighting. Yeah, because you were talking about how you ran into that like that lady getting attacked by a dog. And, like,
Oh, yeah,
other
that
random
happens
events.
a fair bit.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that was in 4.
That's 3.
Was it 3?
Yeah, this is back
I
when.
mean, it happens in
3.
4 as well. There'll be people who get
I
attacked
just
by
remember
shit.
this specific instance
3
when
is
you're talking about
the
3.
insanity dude, right?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay. I don't fucking know. Don't remember.
My
jack
favorite would
shit.
be when I'm running around in Far Cry 4 and I just hear eagle, and then like somebody just gets fucking killed by an eagle.
Oh, yeah, there were a lot. There are people,
That happens
like,
all the time in that game.
people that are on your team are getting attacked by like animals, and you're just sitting there watching like as it all goes down.
Like I'll be like there's sometimes a skirmish between the rebels and the army or whatever, and so the rebels kill the army guys, so I'm hanging out with my rebel friends, and then the fucking like just cougar comes in and kills them all, and I'm like, all right, okay, I'm out of here. Get my whirly bird and fly away.
I hope they have
buzzard.
special like animals and stuff again, like they did in like the
Cracked
fourth
out
one,
tigers?
like, where it's like here's the special rhino that you have to go.
Oh
with.
yeah, I forgot about that.
That was a cool
beefy-ass
pretty fun.
rhino
That
and
was a
shit.
cool like little
Gulo.
side mission thing.
Gulo
Gulo
the,
was probably
the honey
the-
badger.
I
That
didn't
was-
like that. I did not like that at all. The fucking rhino was pretty tough.
Gulo was pretty awesome.
They made the like strongest animal, the fucking honey badger. That was like
that thing was a
You had to
bright
shoot
gold.
those like 80 times.
Yeah, imagine
just
Gulo.
a regular.
Gulo
Yeah.
was
No, I
worse,
remember
like,
Gulo.
the special one you had. They gave you an LMG to deal with him. Like you had to fucking just unload on
Me
him.
and James are just running around like crazy. This thing's chasing us like, and they just like shuffle at you too because you can't see their legs. So it's just
Yeah.
this like big hourglass, like just kind of going like that, and just making noises like. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. I hope
we'll,
they
we'll
do
see
more
what
like
they
that.
do with that because
A
that was
giant,
definitely cool. In an age where hunting is like a big thing,
just have like a
you'd think
special
they-
mammoth
just
or
a
something.
massive just mammoth that's just grizzled and is
Holy shit.
rogue.
Grampy the Mammoth.
Grampy the mammoth. That's-
Coming through in Far Cry. Couldn't make it in Skyrim.
Full circle.
You'll have to whittle yourself a Kuda bow to
Jesus.
take him down.
Jordan, a lot of people were asking about your Left 4 Dead video and why you decided to upload it again.
I didn't upload it again. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but why did you upload it
I
again?
was.
they're
I was.
asking.
There's been a lot of like random privating and unprivating.
I haven't checked
that's
on my
been
channel. I bet
happening
that's happened on
with
my channel,
all of our
too.
channels. I don't know what's going on, but I just went through and I clicked a bunch of my videos.
It's
that were
the
privated,
network.
And I unprivated it, and then it popped in the subscription box because I don't know why that one video happened to pop up there.
That used to happen
What's
back
really
in the
funny
day,
about it,
more so
I
than now.
unprivated it the exact same day. 4 years later that it was uploaded.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I looked
That's
at
weird.
it, and
Wow.
it said December 4th, 2010.
Ooh, that's really weird.
Well, I
That's
guess that was 5
ago.
years,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
But that was pretty random. But
That's a,
yeah, but that's why it's uploaded.
Isn't that
so.
also the anniversary of the hub? Wasn't it December 4th, or was it December 3rd?
No, it was on yesterday, the 4th.
Yeah. So.
Oh my goodness!
There's
This is
anniversaries
just
all the way around
Hot
That's
diggity
crazy.
dog.
That's a conspiracy.
December
theory.
4th.
to commit
That's a
murder.
conspiracy.
That's a
I've been watching
conspiracy.
so much Law and Order recently on Netflix. SVU is nowhere.
That's what you're fucking watching? You're not watching Daredevil? You're
I'm watching
fucking
so much Law and Order on
What
Netflix.
the
That's a great background show. That's a great background show. You could put that on and like, what's wrong with Law and Order? Oh, what happened?
Nothing wrong with Law and Order, but you're watching Law and Order above.
Heard it clank.
Yeah,
Daredevil.
that
I
is
should.
kind of sad.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta watch it.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Daredevil, Jessica Jones. They're next on my list.
Thank you so much for watching today, everyone.
We didn't even do story time.
No one said anything.
I brought it up.
Story
I
time.
mentioned it.
What the fuck is
I
story
said
time?
story time. I asked
It was
him
just
about
if
it. You were
I
sitting
just,
right
I just
there.
put it on the
What
topic
stories
list.
do
Let
we
me
have?
check.
Oh my
You just
goodness.
dexed. You just
there's gotta
dexed right
be-
there,
There's gotta be a
James.
good story.
You literally weren't listening. I said, does anybody have any stories?
He talked about his lyrics thing.
Yeah. I Draxed you. I said like, you know.
Drax.
I kinda wanna hear
You said
that again.
Dexed.
No, I said I'm saying Drax from. He's just like, you know. Well, I wasn't listening.
Oh yeah. That was he was so great in that movie. I liked him in that movie a lot. People gave him shit. Dave Bautista.
Here.
Story time.
I do have a
Story
question
time.
in here. I don't remember writing.
Is this a hypothetical?
It's
You're just drunk one night, like.
I also wrote this shit while I was watching The Walking Dead. So like, I put a question on my phone, I guess, to bring up for this. I question it with The Walking Dead or whatever, with zombies and stuff, how they're eating people. I was wondering if
They shit?
No. If they shit. How do zombies?
They would have to digest it. Like, I mean.
No, I was gonna ask if tattooed skin tastes differently. If you think tattooed skin tastes differently.
I wouldn't
Probably.
imagine a whole lot.
Probably.
Because, I mean, it's dye, but I don't think it would really affect the taste.
Tastes like ink.
That's the question. I mean, if a zombie is eating somebody who's all tattooed up, would they taste differently like than somebody who doesn't? Have any
That all
taste?
comes down to the fact do their taste buds even work?
Well, I mean, let's just
Well,
say they do.
I don't think
No,
they
they
have.
definitely-
They obviously don't have a preference in taste. They are literally just like they explain in the first season, like they're literally just brain dead. They are
Well, I'm just
they are
saying
bodies
if
that are just
okay,
functioning.
well then let's say a fucking cannibal. Let's say Hannibal is fucking eating people.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
I was thinking Hannibal
No,
a
but
second ago.
I probably wrote this while watching The Walking Dead, but it applies better to Hannibal.
Yes,
I guess.
that's true.
Like, if Hannibal was eating somebody, if he was picking someone out, would he pick somebody?
I
that's
doubt
all
he would pick
tattooed?
somebody with tattoos because that would
Would
probably
that be
be
tainted
an
meat?
impure like kind of thing.
Would that be tainted
Oh,
meat?
no, I mean that's
Well,
skin
how
though. This
deep-
is skin though, not the
How
meat, not the
deep
muscle.
does...
It's just the skin. It dyes the skin. It's not going into the muscle.
Well, what
the
if he
ink isn't
likes
going
the
in.
skin
But the
like
skin
I
could
like
taste
chicken
different.
I
skin?
mean, yeah, skin is good, but I mean, this human skin's pretty thick.
What
I
if
think
he
I don't
likes-
think that he
What
would
if
leave the
skin's a
skin on.
delicacy? And what if
Yeah, but he's a
tattooed
pretty
skin
health
isn't
conscious in this iteration. He's a pretty health conscious cook. Right?
Someone said that they're made of heavy metal, so it probably would taste like shit and could probably kill you. But I
What?
don't know.
Oh, tattoos are made of metal?
Like that they
What?
consist of heavy metals, is what that person said.
Thought it was ink.
Well, I
We
mean,
could.
I don't want to Google it because if I Google it, I'll end up on some fucking cannibal website where they're all like, you know, what do you guys eat? Like,
What do you prefer?
yeah. So I don't want to go that deep into it.
There we go.
because you
Someone
never
said
know.
tattoo a chicken, then eat it.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I know a new hub segment that's coming up.
Tattoo a chicken and then eat
Tattoo a
it.
chicken, then fry it up.
Tattoo inks may be made from titanium dioxide, lead, chromium, nickel,
Okay.
iron oxides, ash, carbon black, and other ingredients. Some of the pigments are
That could
industrial
fucking-
grade
that
and
could kill
used.
you.
Oh, some of the pigments are industrial grade and are used as automobile paint.
See?
So I'd imagine
that would be tainted meat. That
I'd
would be
imagine
It'd be
tainted
like
meat.
eating paint.
That'd be tainted meat.
it doesn't taste it.
Just take a nice big
licking it.
bite.
Yeah, just
This
bite
is
it
hardly a
off.
controlled experiment because I just licked that one and then I tried to go for my regular arm.
Now,
Nothing-
what if you actually?
I
Cut,
can't really tell.
You could like
never
cut
know.
your skin off and like compare it
Ew.
and eat it.
See, this is a big question. This makes sense as to why I put this on my phone because I knew like this would be a
Maybe
big
it's like
conversation.
Willy Wonka's fruit wall where you lick it and it tastes like the fruit.
So
The tattoos would taste
Because
like
it's a
fruit.
wallpaper. That's a wallpaper that is flavored wallpaper in that movie. But I don't
Oh,
know if
man.
that quite makes sense.
yeah, but I don't
Anyway.
know. Do you think so? Then it would probably be
I'd imagine it probably does taste. After reading that, it probably does taste different.
okay.
I think
I'd
I
imagine.
think like skin tastes different though, like depending on the person too. Like if you ate like
Oh, yeah,
like,
well-
if you ate Gaben
What?
probably would taste pretty good.
Because of all the chips he eats.
Yeah.
What?
All those chips Gaben's eating. All those
I don't
donuts.
understand.
Because he's a bigger guy? Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, he'd have more fat. He'd be very fatty.
How does that change the skin?
He'd probably be not
fucked
the
up.
best meat.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
He doesn't know what the
But
fuck
I think
he's
he was
talking
thinking like he's
about.
probably eating delicious things and he's big, so he's probably delicious.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's all about.
I was like thinking of eating the muscle too. Like if you ate his whole body, like he'd probably be tastier than.
Well, that's what meat is, muscle. Like
If you ate his whole body, if you ate Gaiman's whole body, you'd probably be pretty good. The whole fucking thing.
Just like
your
thinking
face
of-
is turning red,
I'm
Joe.
like thinking about just Gaben's head on the table, like for.
That's sick.
The fuck?
All right.
All right. I don't know
Everybody
what
in the
fuck
chat.
he's talking about.
Joe confirmed cannibal.
I'm just
Joe
picturing
confirmed
his
cannibal.
head on the fucking
Actual
table.
cannibal Joe. Intern Joe.
Yeah, that was
true
an
statement.
innocent. That was an innocent question that you just turned into a really dark thing.
Purposely did that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You don't know what the hell you're doing right now. Eat all of Gaben?
Why wouldn't? Well, I mean, like I think Jordan would want to do that.
Why?
He is a psychopath.
I could see Joe being a sociopath. I don't think he's a psychopath.
You don't think
though.
I'm a cannibal?
I mean,
Well, would you?
that'd be-
Would you
I see your
mind?
teeth all the time.
Would
I
you?
think
Would
I'd
you
be able
not
to tell.
eat this at all? Would you?
I think
cut
if
that
I
out?
did eat a person, I probably wouldn't want to eat the tattoo. Because
So you'd cut that out.
yeah, I don't think it would taste that good.
All right. Well, I mean, that's all I really wanted to know. That's
So my answer would be that it does taste different. To your question, it does
Yeah.
taste different, but I wouldn't want to eat it.
okay.
I think we can make
that
an
was-
accurate assumption that it probably does taste at least a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark.
I
this
want to
off.
talk about the shitting part because do they just shit themselves and piss themselves all the
Probably.
time?
Probably just falls out.
So they just shit while they're walking.
Yeah,
and it's just
probably
going down their
falls
pants
out.
legs and stuff like that.
The way a body works, like it doesn't make sense because they don't drink. So how are they able to sustain their?
Well, have you seen
Vital
the zombies on there
functions.
at this point? Like they've been zombies for years at this point, so
I don't-
they're really deteriorated.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, I
really.
mean that's like in what was it? 28 Days Later. I think the winter killed them off in that one, didn't it? Like like the zombies just starved off. So you would
Like
think
what-
at some point.
Yeah, it's because like a body is gonna need those things to function no matter what. Like even if it's brain dead, it's gonna need something to run the muscles that are moving the skeleton.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't have those,
But I
then,
mean, yeah,
like-
but they use whatever they have means wise.
Someone
like,
said the digestive system is rotten, can't shit.
it's rotten. So
where's
where's
the
it
food
going
go?
though? They
I
don't
don't
get
know.
fat or
I don't
anything.
understand
You think it would
that,
have to
'cause they don't
metabolize in
have-
order for them
Wait a
to
minute.
continue
do
moving?
zombies have like butt cheeks or like how
They're
do
humans.
So okay.
So, okay.
They eat the food.
Would you eat a zombie? Would you eat a zombie?
Ew.
That's
Would you get
rotten
infected
meat.
if you ate a zombie?
That's rotten meat.
And
You'd probably
there's-
get food poisoning.
That's dirty meat.
Yeah, you get
That's
food.
dirty meat.
That's dirty meat.
Would you eat a zombie with a tattoo?
That would be still dirty meat.
You're
that would be nasty. That would be nasty meat no matter what. There is no good part.
Yeah, there's no way. Like zombies just don't make sense in general. Like most people have to die to become zombies. But if they have a head wound or something that would drain them of all blood, their bodies would not be able to function.
Well, that's why
Like,
I try to
doesn't make
change it to
sense.
cannibals. Like cannibals instead.
I
Like,
know. He just got on the
what
whole
do
zombies.
cannibals shit out?
You know what?
They shit
What
out
if-
like regular.
What
like,
does their shit look like?
I don't know.
Regular, and like
Well,
if
I
you
think-
ate a horse, not a horse steak.
What?
I don't
fuck?
think
No,
humans.
zombies
cow
can't
steak.
poop. They can't poop because all their organs deteriorate. So that means when they eat the food, it probably just goes inside of them. So technically, they could just keep getting like where's the food go? I don't get where it goes.
That's what the chat said.
I wasn't.
You were just reading the chat.
No, I wasn't reading the chat.
You were reading the
I
chat.
can't even read it. So it just goes in their body. It's just a big empty body.
I think we can all agree that zombies don't make sense.
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm Google searching.
My question got answered, so I'm fine.
You're satisfied. Well,
fine.
now that James is satisfied.
I'm googling side effects of eating human flesh. Depending on what parts are eaten,
Makes
the
you
most,
shaky.
The most infected include the brain. Well, I was thinking Book of Eli. The most infected include the brain, spinal cord, bone marrow, and small intestine. Human cannibals run the risk of contracting a fatal prion malady, similar to Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Think mad cow, known as Kuru.
The fuck? What?
So apparently you can contract diseases
dangerous.
by eating the brain,
You know
spinal
what?
cord, bone marrow.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. A zombie eats a person, they become a boomer from Left 4 Dead. That's the only. That's
So
all
they,
that
that's
can happen.
those
Because-
boomers
because-
are zombies that have stuck around for a while and they just
Yeah,
get
because they can't poop out the food, so like they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and then they just pop.
They throw up a lot though.
That's true.
Yeah, they
They're throwing up.
eject
So
some of
eventually,
it.
though, they can
Yeah.
just pop. Though
They throw up.
I think that's what a real zombie would be like.
They're all boomers.
Yep.
That would be
Because they can't
terrifying.
poop. They can't poop.
It would be a week. It would be a week before a zombie would be unable to function.
Do zombies go to heaven?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
That's
Scrake kill.
That's a deep question because, like, you know,
That's a
do
philosophical
when
question.
they die, does it take the form of their past
have
life?
they,
have
when
they
they
done
died
so much
originally,
bad?
did their soul go to
Has
heaven?
their souls
Yeah,
stayed
are they
stuck inside
obviously
their
they're
body?
soulless creatures. Obviously they're soulless creatures. So zombies do not go to heaven, no. But the person might have gone to heaven.
The soul
Before
that,
that or after
occupied that
that?
body before it turned into okay. Well,
So you're saying after they die the first time around, that's when the
I
soul's
mean,
gone?
The soul has to be gone. Obviously it's a soulless creature. Like
What-
there's nothing left.
But they sometimes say, like, there's part of you
Well,
still in there.
if this is if this
I
is
think
fucking
those
like
are
that one
delusional
movie, if this is
people.
that one movie, the one with the kid who had the zombie, the fucking Warm Bodies. If this was Warm Bodies, maybe, but not so much.
So it depends on
Walking
the
Dead.
zombie.
It depends on the storyteller, I guess, because everybody makes up their own rules with zombies whenever it goes anyway. So
I'd like to think the person's still in there.
so you're the one that's gonna lead around your family on chains, like wasn't that
Like
Michonne?
Michonne,
that did
yeah.
that? Yeah. It's like they'll
those
be
are
back.
boyfriends. Those are boyfriends.
Oh, those were boyfriends. Okay.
But she was also just using them as protecting
I
because
thought
like
one was a boyfriend. One was a boyfriend, one was a brother or something.
oh
like
yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
like she just took off their jaws, which made them docile for some reason because they can't eat, they can't consume, so they
that.
can't
And
go
cut off
"Rum, rum,
their
rum."
arms.
Yeah, so they
Why-
can't grab
Why
or
didn't
anything.
Why didn't she keep them? Like, what was the? In
it,
the
it
show,
was
like,
it
why
acted
didn't-
like a cloak for her because
No,
she
no,
was
no. I know, but why didn't like? I mean, they could have done that. and They've been fine.
She had to
forever.
sacrifice him at some point, and then she just never got.
Why
any
didn't
more
they?
back.
Why don't they capture?
She
other
did do it
zombies and
at
that?
another point. She did do
Yeah.
the same thing to other people.
Like, why wouldn't
to
you
other
just do
zombies.
that all the time? Then you'd be fine. Like, you never.
Because it kind of disconnected her from reality
Yeah,
slash
that
humanity.
really kind of destroyed.
Like you
your
are literally
mental-
walking around
Is
with
you-
zombies.
Right now, aren't they? I watched a little bit. Aren't they in like a town right now? They're in a little town, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why can't they just do that around the entire town? Like, just chain them up around
Well,
the
that-
town, and then they'd be fine.
It doesn't stop the zombies from coming in. It allowed her to walk amongst zombies.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't warding off zombies.
Yeah.
master.
Yeah, it just masked her.
All right. Well, then that idea doesn't work. Then there's got to be a way around it.
Well, Joe.
This was a fascinating topic at the end.
Yeah, I know.
You should write more questions.
I
Do
don't
zombies
remember writing that. Do zombies poop?
We already talked about this.
Yeah, we already did. Next time there's like a weird hypothetical that comes from a show or something like that, I'll be sure to write it down in my
Yeah.
They're
memos.
talking about zombie sex now.
What the fuck?
Wait a
All right,
minute,
that's-
okay.
chat.
Thank you so much for
we're
joining
fucking done.
us today, ladies and gentlemen.
Too far, Chad.
Oh,
But
man,
can they?
2,000 Radin subscribed for 40 months in a row.
Wow.
Is
Let's
that
just give that
You're
guy
incredible.
a shout out right there before we end the show. Thank you so much
what the
for
fuck?
watching.
40 months.
That's a darn long time right there. That's
Jesus.
a darn long time. So thank you so much for watching Creature Talk, everyone, and we'll see you.
Do
next
zombies
week.
have?
Shut the fuck up about the zombie stuff.
You guys. I was gonna say comment below, but comment on the Twitter.
Be sure to send all
If you
your
want your
questions
questions
about
on the Twitter.
zombies
Do you have
to
any-
Joe. He'll answer them privately.
Yeah.
And discuss these things with you.
I have the answer.
So we'll
to
open up his
everything.
DMs and be able to have a conversation with you.
He legitimately wants to know about all this stuff. So
If you have any more information about zombies and their
or cannibalism.
and their pooping habits, then you can message me.
Great.
Can zombies get diarrhea?
Goodbye.
How about like
Go away.
bye.
Goodbye.
Go away. Go away. Go away.